In the future, everyone was focused on the newly released game. It was an adventure and fantasy game with diverse fields. There were many hidden dungeons and sleeping secrets. The battles with monsters had ever-increasing difficulty, with endless and fresh content. However, no matter how beloved a game is, it eventually fades. After 15 years, this game had gradually fallen into ruin. But I was captivated by something in this game and dedicated my entire life to it. I started playing when it first launched, and 15 years have passed since then. Now I, Lee E-jin, am a 35-year-old man with a difficult life burdened by overwhelming debt. Even while playing the game, debt collectors would hunt me down. But life is all about one shot, isn't it? Please just this once, show me a glimmer of hope. Today Lee E-jin went to the equipment enhancement station, deciding to enhance his tattered sword to see if there was any hope of changing his life. Just a few successful levels would mean turning over a new leaf in life. It started off so well. I didn't know I would play this game for 15 years. I was once a raid leader, a guild master to the point where I could live off the taxes collected from my castle. However, things are completely different now. If I succeed this time, my dark life of overwhelming debt will end. With that, Lee E-jin began to drop in the enhancement stones. With the first attempt, the Executioner Sword +1 was created. It was created. The feeling was great right from the start. A coward wouldn't dare touch the enhancement stones, but who am I? And so Lee E-jin continued to enhance, ignoring everything else. Very quickly, the sword reached +2, then +3. Excellent. Let's go, buddy. Successfully enhanced the Executioner Sword +4. Still a long way to go. Let's go a bit further. Successfully enhanced the Executioner Sword +5. Great, still lucky, not too bad, huh? The higher he enhanced, the more spirited Lee E-jin became. Because it was a pure enhancement number, it reached +E5. Half of gambling is all about momentum. From now on is the real challenge. Saying that Lee E-jin put the stone in to enhance while praying to all the saints in the world. God Lord Jesus Buddha, the Jade Emperor, Saint Odin, Saint Allah, Saint Mahomet, Saint Rot, Saint Ok, Saint George, Roster, Saint Maria. The sealed left hand, right hand, head, shoulders, knees and feet of Exodia. Please grant me strength, let's go. Then a ding sound was heard. Successfully enhanced the Executioner Sword +E6. At this, the young man was so happy he jumped for joy like a new father. Alright, today is the day I'll get something. Now I just need to succeed up to +7, that's it. Without hesitating for another second, Lee E-jin put the stone straight into the enhancement machine. Let's go. A brilliant light emanated from the sword. Successfully enhanced the Executioner Sword +7. That's how you do it. Successful +7 in one go. And on a straight streak to this point, today is truly a great day. Now I won't be afraid of those mortgage lenders anymore. The principle is ready. We're all part of the same society. Now is the time for a new beginning. Thinking about paying off his debt, Lee E-jin was moved to tears. After so much hardship, he was finally free. But the more he looked at the sword, the more regret he felt. With this, I can earn money from hunting high-level monsters. Do I really need to pay back the principal now? But if I sell this item, what will I have left? Now that it's come to this, what can I do with my bare hands? I'm already 35, just a failure in the game. Just one more time. Just one more time. +E7 and +E8. The odds aren't that different, are they? When it's a gamble, who wants to just break even? Anyway, my life is already ruined. What's the point of starting over without money? A life with no friends, no family, no lover. If I succeed, besides paying off all my debts, I could even buy a condominium. A life of luxury isn't impossible. Alright, let's go for it. With that, Lee E-jin put in more enhancement stones, going all in on this attempt. The sword started to turn grey, but then its light shone everywhere, blinding Lee E-jin. Successfully enhanced the Executioner Sword +E8. When this notification appeared, he could no longer remain calm. His face gradually lost its humanity, his eyes wide. Thank you gods, thank heavens, you really do exist. That's why I said today is my day. As he said that, Lee E-jin looked closely at the notification. +8, it's +8. What a deal. Let's continue. I've said it before, a man's life is about going for it decisively. The probability for +9 is extremely low, only 0.02%. But if I overcome that barrier, I'll gain wealth that plus D8 can't compare to a high-end apartment in Gangnam, restoring all my relationships with the acquaintances who've distanced themselves from me. The most glorious period of my youth, a day more wonderful than ever before, is coming. This is a sign from the universe. The legendary weapon Plums 9 will be born from my hands today. I'm special, and even more special than that, because today is my day. Let's hear a howl, baby. And then the moment arrived. Only a grey gloom showed on Lee E-jin's face. This time there was no more light. After 12 years of schooling, plus 23 years of life, only at this moment did Lee E-jin learn that 8 plus 1 equals 0. Enchantment failed. The plus C8 execution sword has been destroyed. At this moment, no words could describe Lee E-jin's mood other than the 3 words, as rumored. Why don't I have a Palsy 9 weapon in my hands? Isn't today my day? Lee E-jin collapsed at the pinnacle of pain. I guess I have to go, but where to soak myself in a cement barrel or go into a chicken feed grinder? Ahead is the daily life of not having enough to eat. Behind the creditors are chasing me. Where to go now? Damn it, if I had stopped at plus 7, I would have had a new life. If I had stopped at plus 8, I would have gotten an apartment. Why didn't I know my place? If I had stopped, then I could have lived like a human being. No, it's not right. Absolutely shouldn't have enchanted, absolutely shouldn't have taken personal loans, absolutely shouldn't have started this game. If I could go back 15 years, I wouldn't live like this. It's too late. My ruined life is like an old, broken object thrown away just like that. My head is spinning. Is it high blood pressure from stress? Gradually, Lee E-jin fainted. Not long after, in a hospital room, a young, inexperienced man woke up, his face still full of shock. What's going on? Where am I? You're awake, Mr. Lee E-jin. I was so worried. What? Don't you remember, you applied for the new closed capsule test group, and you came to this hospital because you had a seizure while playing the open beta version. Testing a closed capsule and an open beta. What is he talking about? This scene feels strangely familiar for some reason. Our company plans to provide compensation and a new closed capsule to apologize to you. The capsule you used has already been disposed of. Anyway, it wasn't publicly disclosed. What the hell, déjà vu, or a flashback before death? As time passed, the game company employee explained everything clearly to Lee E-jin. I've only been in the closed capsule for 15 minutes. I'm conscious again. An existence in society without family, without friends. Could it be that I'm in the past now? If so, were those 15 years all a dream? Then, in a dilapidated housing complex, which was also where Lee E-jin lived. The young man went home and lay on the floor, his face still filled with confusion. Looking through the glass, he saw how handsome he was, with smooth, wrinkle-free skin. Not the face of a 35-year-old drunkard and smoker. Was it all an illusion? Was all of that just a nightmare? Because of that damn game, my life started to become a mess, a crappy system with nothing special. The girl I knew was PK'd and borrowed an item. That wasn't a transaction, it was a self-sabotage, wasn't it? She foolishly wandered around a hunting spot and was spotted by an enemy guild. After being PK'd, she also lost the item I lent her. The PKer, of course, took the item and fled. After that, I tried my best to fill the gap of the item. I started hunting whale monsters and selling trivial items, and then I took out a private loan. I only knew how to play games, even the wall of reality I tried to solve with the game. The game's currency value, released over 15 years, kept decreasing. From a 10-1 ratio down to 101, I neglected paying off the debt, and even paying the interest gradually became difficult. In the end, I took on more debt to buy the execution sword. I thought I just needed to increase its enchantment stats and sell it. And finally that happened. But all of that was a dream, right? It couldn't be. It took 15 years for a famous game to become old and rotten. The life I lived during that time? Well, whatever. I'll just try playing it for fun. Besides, this capsule is free. With that, Lee E-jin started the game again. Welcome to Deus Ex Machina. It really wasn't a dream. It's exactly like my memory from 15 years ago. But I don't know how similar it will be to the future I once saw. What if it's a completely different game? Then Lee E-jin opened his inventory to check. Inside there was only a wooden sword, although it's not a great item. There's no other choice now. A D rank weapon, one-handed weapon attack power plus 110 indestructible special, automatically destroyed if you leave the tutorial area special. The wooden sword can only be used in the tutorial area. The first monster is still the Massacre Bee, a D rank monster with poison attribute, insect swarm. As expected, this guy is first. Well then, let's fight. With the wooden sword in hand, Lee Ee-jin easily smashed the bee to a pulp in just one hit. Guys like this are as easy as cooking instant noodles. But how could it die so easily? From behind it started to charge with its sharp stinger. Lee Ee-jin nimbly and smoothly dodged without getting hit by a single attack. Then he jumped high and aimed the sword's tip at it. The weak point of this guy is clearly its neck, right? As fast as lightning, Lee Ee-jin stabbed it right in the neck. With quick hands and sharp eyes, he plucked off its two wings to stop the annoying buzzing. So the first monster was defeated easily. My body feels so light. My 35-year-old body definitely couldn't do this. Does a young body mean a young in-game character too? Let's see what item this guy dropped. Oh, not bad. From the bee's corpse, Lee Ee-jin pulled out a Massacre Bee Fang. D-rank one-handed weapon, has a paralyzing poison, ignores class and level, can paralyze an enemy for 1 second. Excellent. Everything is just like I remember. I've really returned to the past 15 years ago. I've been given a second chance. Although I intended to start just to enjoy it carefree, I couldn't make it to the end. However, this life will be different. All the opportunities in the game from the hidden piece item I will monopolize and stand at the top, and then I will enjoy the game carefree. The tutorial tower has a total of 10 floors. As you climb each floor, the difficulty and number of monsters increase. You have to climb to the top of the tower to reach level 10 and adventure in the main world. The monsters in this game are set to be very strong. It takes a minimum of 5 minutes to kill one Massacre Bee. While I didn't even need 5 seconds, I know more than enough information about this game. If I attack their critical points, I can minimize the battle time. The third floor means 3 monsters. The 6th floor is 6 monsters. Even if you all rush out at once, it doesn't matter. Just like that, Lee Ee-jin started slaughtering his way through the tutorial tower. Quickly he passed the 9th floor. To him, this tutorial tower is nothing. The 9th floor tutorial was completed in the shortest time, a world record. Will you register your name, huh? I can even register my name. Then let's go with stagnant water. Nona means stagnant pool. Player name has been registered. You can choose the difficulty of the 10th floor boss. Currently available are ranks D, C and C+. Oh, I didn't see this before. But thinking back, a certain ranker once mentioned it, that there are countless hidden pieces and privileges in the tutorial tower. It seems the privilege is only given to those who set records. Rank C is 10 times stronger than rank D, and rank C is at least 100 times stronger than rank D. A normal, sane person wouldn't suddenly increase the difficulty, but the boss's rank has been set to C+. I am stagnant water after all, the water that once fought rank A and S monsters. Stagnant water. I can't let a rank C monster discourage me. Just like that, Lee Ee-jin entered the boss room with his usual confidence. It seems this news was also broadcasted on the World Channel. Many people are talking about this. Have you heard a hidden boss appeared in the tutorial tower? Haha, the game hasn't been out for long. How is that possible? Most importantly, I heard it was defeated, haha, and it's the player who set the record for the shortest time to the 9th floor. They said it's a Korean player. Look at the name he set, Stagnant Water. Haha. How long do you think the tap has been left open? It's crazy, it's really stagnant water. Huh? Aren't they live streaming it? Good stuff should be shared, right? I've never seen someone like that. A person like that should stand out. He defeated a C-rank monster at level 4. Who is it? Impossible. What the hell happened? I came here right after hearing that someone conquered the 10th floor, but how is that possible? I'll have to mark every player leaving the beginner village. Sooner or later he'll show himself. I have to recruit him as soon as possible. Inside the boss room, Lee Ee-jin is fighting fiercely with the C+ rank boss. Hey, just look at the axe it's holding. You can tell how powerful it is. It swung at Lee Ee-jin, but without much difficulty he dodged it. You think I'll get hit when I already know your attack pattern? Using the Massacre Bee's fang, Lee Ee-jin flew up and stabbed the boss. Once I'm used to it, I won't get hit anymore. Compared to the mobs I've fought, the Skeleton King is just a weakling. In the end, Lee Yi-jin defeated the boss with ease. Lee Yi-jin, level 10, title beginner, no special privilege, HP 29/100, item tutorial, wooden sword. Compared to its power, it's a bit disappointing, so this is what it feels like for a high-level player to fight monsters in a low-level area. I finally understand. The boss is now a pile on the ground, its bones all shattered, worthy of the name Stagnant Water. I also got some useful items. It's time to leave the tutorial area. The set the boss dropped for Lee Yi-jin was the Rebel's Iron Armor rank C+ Armor type defense, plus 35 attack, plus 110. Poison attribute attack, plus 5, can use the unique Rebellion privilege. It looks like normal armor, but when attacked by a stronger enemy, poison spikes will appear. In this game, items are more important than stats. I can get some special healing attributes with this C-rank equipment. Should I go collect the whole set? Speaking of which, there's one more thing to check. With that, Lee Yi-jin rolled around on the floor searching for something. After a while of searching, he found it. I learned this information from an interview with a high ranker. If you conquer the 10th floor in record time, the true peak of the tower, the 11th floor, will open. As soon as Lee Yi-jin touched the mark on the floor, a gate with a staircase leading up appeared. It's really here. I was skeptical because I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. I heard this is the hardest of all the hidden quests in the game. But a true player isn't afraid of a little rain. Let's go, buddy. Then Lee Yi-jin ran straight up to the 11th floor. As soon as he jumped through the door, a blast of force headed towards him. Thanks to his quick reflexes, Lee Yi-jin dodged it. Then a giant fist came punching. What is this? It's 15 years ago, so even C+ rank monsters haven't been defeated yet. A thing like this can appear. Are you kidding me? How the hell am I supposed to beat that thing? Inside is a huge boss. Furthermore, it's very agile, and its attack power is not ordinary at all. The Torturer of the Dragon Prison. Rank S. Attributes Darkness, Earthquake Dismemberment. Habitat First Dragon Prison. Scorched Earth. Size 15 mm. It destroyed the dragon's lair and turned it into a maze. It's a treasure hunter who was trapped in the maze and punished by the dragon's claws. The Torturer. They put an S-rank monster in the tutorial. Are they planning for no one to beat it? Damn, I underestimated this world again. Lee Yi-jin continued to get his ass handed to him by the boss. The Torturer of the Dragon Prison, a creature of the Dragon Clan, and one of the few species that dominate the entire continent, first appeared 10 years after the game's official service launch. Most players were fighting against a large alliance when it suddenly appeared on the front lines. Its movements were surprisingly fast for its size. The strategy to defeat it was very tricky, and many tank teams were sacrificed instantly. How can I defeat an enemy that can take down even high-level players? It attacked continuously, beating Lee Yi-jin to a pulp. When he flew up, Lee Yi-jin suddenly saw something. It seemed he had found some kind of weakness in the monster to take a gamble on. Something was strange. Of course. Because of those chains, I can still avoid it. The things stuck in its body prevent it from using its true strength and speed. So it's actually a nerfed version of the Torturer I know. Game developers, huh? You've made this interesting. This thing is just a discarded Easter egg used to kill newbies. As it continued to attack Lee, Yi-jin used his agility and his wooden sword to slash it. This one blow made it lose a little health. Remaining HP is 129, 9999, 875, 130, 00 and 000. Wooden sword armor and poison, even combining those three, only deals 25 damage. It's almost like a mosquito bite, but as long as I concentrate, I can avoid its attacks. Not to mention the tutorial wooden sword is indestructible. At least I don't have to worry about it breaking mid-fight. Initially, I didn't intend to fight it because it has extraordinary resilience, but there's no way back to the tutorial area. Let the battle of attrition begin. And that's how the fight with that guy began. The resilience of an S-rank monster is hard to imagine, but if it can't heal, that's another story. I just have to attack it every day and wear down its stamina. Of course, I can't heal either. If I get hit even once, I'll definitely die. Therefore, speed, accuracy, and concentration are very important. If I lose focus, I can log out immediately. If my stamina runs out, or I encounter other problems, I just need to run into its blind spot and log out again. No one is paying attention or expecting anything from me, and I have plenty of time. The battle continued just like that. On a beautiful day 3 months later, at the beginner tower on the 11th floor, a huge monster corpse lay on the ground. Lee Yi-jin was now drenched in sweat, out of breath. Its body is extraordinary. I'd chip away at its health, then log out to recover stamina and go back to fight. The process repeated over and over. After going through all the ups and downs for 3 months, Lee Yi-jin finally passed the 11th floor with flying colors. Lee Yi-jin, level 32, title beginner, no special privilege, HP 29 to 320. Item Rebel Iron Armor, C+ Hidden Armor. Tutorial Wooden Sword. D rank one-handed sword, no skills. It seems it has increased a bit. At this time the highest level in the game is around 25. Even if there are master gamers here, they don't exceed level 26. Strength, agility and mana will increase with level, but none of that matters, because items are what decide the game. The item Lee Yi-jin obtained from defeating the boss was the sculpting tool of Death S rank. One-handed sword attack, Plumber 900, indestructible, unique dexterity-based special attribute available. A weapon used by the darkest and most cunning torturer. Even the noblest angels return to God when facing this sword. Oh my god, this thing belongs to the god of calamity. How did I get it? It's usually known as a sculpting tool. The leader of the dark side and ruler of the world is known as the god of calamity. This is one of 2 items that represent him. As an S-rank item, its attack stat is terrifying. 900 attack points is something you can get on a B-rank weapon if you take good care of it. However, the terror of this sculpting tool doesn't lie in its raw attack power. Anyway, it's hard to believe an S-rank weapon would drop when the drop rate for C+ weapons is so rare at this time. You will now leave the tutorial tower. Please choose a race. Choose a race, hard dragon and demon. I won't choose either. Do you want to remain human? Yes, sure, of course. This way I can avoid the influence of the dragon and demon races. I won't get any extra rewards or special items from them, but if I choose, I can only hunt monsters of the opposite faction. I don't want my hunting grounds to be cut in half. Then at the beginner village, I don't need to go to the early game hunting grounds. Let's go straight to the open world first. The newbies saw a player running around naked in the beginner hunting grounds, their faces turning green. Hey, go somewhere else. What's wrong with this guy? All the monsters I'm about to catch from now on will be higher level than any monster people at this stage could dream of. Will I die in one hit? Investing in armor now is useless. Gloves and shoes only provide a little defense, so earrings and rings will be more useful. While he was considering what to buy, someone came up to Lee Yi-jin. Hey, you pervert! Yeah, I'm talking to you. Hey, I saw a good item being sold at the auction house. Where did you get that? That's not something you can get at your level. What's with these guys? They're being discreet, but they give off a similar vibe to me, a feeling of decay, stagnation, and rot. Where did you get it? Is it a quest reward? If you can do it, so can we, right? Spit it out. This is a special place for newbies. Once you pass level 15, you can't come back. Since I leveled up from 1 to 32 in one go during the tutorial, I'm still here. But if you don't talk, we'll follow you and disrupt your grinding. The system is set up so that high levels can't bully low levels, but there are still some who exploit others. You just came out of the tutorial tower, so you can't be over level 10, right? Seeing that these guys were a bit slow, Lee Yi-jin also acted slow. No problem, brother. Good things must be shared. I'll tell you the whole story of how to get the Rebel Iron Armor. Oh, so talking is effective. I thought he was a pervert because he was being robbed, but it turns out he's just a normal person. Hey, take us there right now. Let's start that quest. I'll tell you step by step. First, we have to go to a secluded and quiet place. Hey, take us with you. If there are monsters on the way, let us know. Your seniors will take care of them for you. You're probably thinking, Just kill this guy and take all his items. Right, you scum, suddenly Lee. Ijin spoke rudely, making the other guy's heads start to ache. I know you guys all too well. You just hang around the newbie area, leveling up to 15 with a bit of experience. You scum only know how to rob newbies. As he spoke, Lee Ijin pulled out his long black thing and aimed it straight at the guys. What did you say, you pervert? Should I make you never want to log in again? You said it. I'll beat you guys to death, you blockheads. I'll make you never want to log in again. The other guys also pulled out their things, cast planning to deal with Lee Ijin, but that spring was still far away. When one of them charged Lee, Ijin used his thing to stab him in the stomach. The fat guy looked pitiful after being hit. The other guy saw this and was so scared he peed blood. Very quickly, Lee Ijin moved and struck another guy, sending him flying. You bastard, how dare you! Before the other guy could even draw his sword, Lee Ijin jumped and stabbed him in the hand. With his free leg, he kicked the little guy in the mouth. Just like that, each one flew in a different direction. Such a cute bunch. You're not a newbie, what the hell are you? I was taught to love newbies, but this situation is an exception. Just like that, the whole group got a beating from Lee Ijin. After a satisfying round of fighting, things quieted down. What's this? There aren't any valuable items. From their corpses, Lee Ijin picked up something called O Slime Essence D rank, obtained after collecting 1,000 slime fragments and taking only the important parts. Slimes are the worst monsters. They don't drop anything. It seems these pathetic guys only killed slimes to level up. At least I don't have to hunt 1,000 slimes to get the slime essence anymore. I thought it would be a waste of time, but things are still good. I need this item for a maze I plan to conquer. It seems the thing I put in the auction house has been sold. An auction usually lasts 72 hours from the time it's listed, but there's an exception. That's when someone bids at least 10 times the starting price. Oh, which rich kid bought it? Lee Ijin's armor sold for a price of up to 85 million. I can make a lot of money from this. I didn't expect to get so much for just a C-rank item. Although the Rebel Iron Armor is a good choice, it's not worth that price. Since it's only the beginning of the game, I think this is definitely the greed of those who only want the best. Get ready, customers. I'm going to put up a lot of items. Before I was just busy making money to put into the game, but now it will be the opposite. I'll bring all the money I earn in the game into reality. Then in some mountainous forest area, far from the plains, is the C-rank Quivering Demon Maze. These things are so soft it feels great on my toes. Lee Ijin had equipped himself with a pair of 100% Smile water boots, C-rank shoe type defense, +5, movement speed 110, poison attribute attack, +5. Privilege can use soft and moist skin. Made of slime essence, it feels like wearing slime. It doesn't have many defensive attributes, but my mood is better when wearing them. Soft, moist skin. A great item for the first half of the game. Find the item the Earthquake Archer once used. Let's go. Archer was once an unpopular class. With a poor bow, no matter how much you shoot, it's deflected by armor, so Archer was a class on the verge of disappearing. Then a high-level archer appeared like a comet. Strangely, even though he was an archer, he used a special item instead of a bow and arrow to hunt monsters and PK. All those who mocked archers for not using bows and arrows were retaliated against by having their ankles shattered, so he was nicknamed the Earthquake Archer. From what I know, the special item is given to the first person to conquer the hidden maze, the Quivering Demon Maze. I'm not an archer, but I have to move as fast as an archer, thinking that Lee Ijin ran into the maze. Inside there's a type of monster called Oni, a C-rank monster with the giant demon and natural disaster attributes. Habitat, Quivering Demon, Maze, Burning and Rotten Land. Size 5. When angry, they will swell up and shake the area. The Quivering Maze is because of these guys. I knew I'd meet them sooner or later. Should I try fighting it? Seeing there was only one Lee Ijin, didn't hesitate to jump in and slash it. But just as he arrived, a bunch of others jumped out from nowhere, making Lee Ijin's eyes widen. There are more of them than I thought, but it's not a big deal. Holding his thing in his hand, Lee Ijin nimbly glided past them. Every place he passed, each Oni was hit with a slash. It seems I'm still too slow. I can only run at full speed. I have to get the item that increases movement speed as soon as possible. After running a distance, Lee Yi-jin saw the door in front of him. It's over there. He quickly rushed forward and kicked down the door in front of him to enter. As soon as he was inside, a large blade fell from above his head. Luckily, he dodged it, otherwise he'd be dead meat. It didn't stop there. The stone floor beneath his feet began to collapse. All right, I've seen the secret passage in this confusing maze while wandering around here. Quickly, Lee Yi-jin fell to the lower floor. Down here is a large passage. Then a huge monster with 2 horns and a completely red body slowly appeared. Warning, maze boss has appeared. The boss is preparing to cause an earthquake. Right after the boss's foot stomped on the floor, the shock was so strong it shattered the ground. As expected, if I get hit, I'll lose 50% of my health. Even with the rebel iron armor, it would be the same. That's why I don't wear armor. The boss is the Red Oni C rank with giant demon earthquake and fusion attributes. Habitat 2nd floor of the quivering demon maze, burning and rotten land. Size 12 Mimiprons, one of the 7 great demon subordinates of Belphegor from Hell, ordered to invade the world. But because it was stupid, it got stuck in the maze. What a harsh greeting. Are you bored of waiting for someone to visit you? Then from behind, the regular Onis had gathered here. What a stubborn bunch. I praise your effort in chasing me, but the game is over. Then for some reason, all the Onis collapsed to the ground. Looking at them like this, its erosion power is amazing. The privilege of the sculpting tool of death is called dismemberment. It's the ability to deal a certain amount of damage with each touchpoint damage. This privilege allowed the God of Calamity to climb to the #1 position of the dark side. The amount of health drained per second is 0.01 of the target's health. This effect lasts until the target dies. Starting with the first one hit, they will fall one by one. I've dealt with all the weaklings. Now let's fight, fatty. The Red Oni didn't say anything, but if it wants a fight, I'll oblige. It started to inflate its belly. Then from its mouth, it spewed a sea of fire, making Lee Yi-jin run for his life. The Red Oni stomps, causing an earthquake. Then it stomped again, this time with experience. Lee Yi-jin jumped up and dodged easily. Oh man, it seems I can only endure this 2 more times. Just like that, Lee Yi-jin continued to fight with the boss. Time flew by and 3 hours passed. You are the first to conquer the quivering demon maze. Now for the next target, right? There are 2 C+ rank monsters left, besides the Red Oni in the beginner area. Thinking that Lee Yi-jin looked into the distance. Alright, I'll choose you. Then at the edge of the beginner village in the Nightmare Forest, it seems something very big is rampaging here. The Wet Nightmare Forest, C+ rank. Attributes Poison Insect Ambush. Habitat Nightmare Forest. Size 5 meters. The expert tracker of the Nightmare Forest spins a web and waits for prey, then suddenly targets you. I don't know what Lee Yi-jin stole from it, but it's chasing him closely. I just took a few things from your web. Why are you chasing me so hard? Are you saying even the crumbs are yours? He hadn't run for long when the spider spat a bunch of silk at him. Luckily with the slime boots, Lee Yi-jin jumped and dodged it. Whatever this is what I wanted anyway. With quick hands and feet, Lee Yi-jin escaped from that place. From the top of the mountain, he ran straight down to the foot, not forgetting to carry the bundle of things he had just stolen from the spider. But as soon as he reached the foot of the mountain, the spider was close behind. It let out a roar, startling Lee Yi-jin, who turned around. Then it started shooting silk to capture Lee Yi-jin. But as soon as it jumped down here, a giant snake lunged out and coiled around the spider. Just as I thought, there's no way you'd sit still when someone invades your territory, right? This snake is the Golden Longsword Cobra C+ rank. Attributes Cold-Blooded Veteran Poison. Size 13 Laminal. Habitat Suffocating Plains, Suicide Forest, Immortal Lair. This erratic reptile is famous for valuing its territory more than its parents. This is a good trick to kill 2 bosses at once. Although it seems no one is here to watch, it's worth running for my life to increase my dexterity. The Wet Nightmare will not give up its prey once it's in its sight. The Golden Longsword Cobra won't let any invader of its territory live. Most players would be trembling at this sight, but for a stagnant pool like me, it looks quite fun. Now I'll just wait for them to kill each other. The items that Lee Yi-jin stole from the spider have arrived at the beginner village. A-rank items. From the beginner village, how could you get these items? What do you have to kill to get such a rare item? Did you use a nuclear weapon? Are you sure? So one item for 30 million gold. Are you kidding me? I'll pay 50 million gold. Just like that, the price of these C-rank items skyrocketed. I just need to start the engine and they'll gather. I wonder how many more people will bid. Was I like that too? People crying and laughing over a veteran's cast-offs. So this is what it feels like to be a pioneer. While he was engrossed in watching the auction, Lee E-jin received a call from his uncle. I don't want to answer, but it'll be more troublesome if I don't pick up. Hello. As soon as he picked up, the person on the other end threw a barrage of words into his ear. What the hell, you brat? You've been discharged, so you should come and greet your uncle, you bastard. Ah, yes, uncle. I've been a bit busy lately, so... What could you possibly be busy with? I don't even need to look to know you're just playing games, you insolent brat. How did you guess so accurately? We're going to visit your parents' graves, so we have to come a day early. Also, you've been discharged, so you should act like an adult. You need to learn to earn your own living. Look at your cousins. They all go to excellent universities. Oh, God. If anyone saw this scene, they would surely think he fed me and raised me, but he only raised me with my parents' inheritance and took the rest. What the hell is being number one? I'm still getting yelled at. The road is still long. The beginner village has nothing left for me. Now the game truly begins. With that, Lee E-jin went back into the game capsule. Hey, are you listening to me? Then at the cruel desert area B, the ruins of a forgotten ancient civilization. Alright, if my calculations are correct, it should be around here. A normal solo player can't access the maze I'm about to enter, so I'll use a method only I know. Sorry, camel. Then Lee E-jin pulled out his thing and stabbed the camel, which spurted blood and collapsed on the ground. It's here. From under the ground, wave after wave of sand rushed towards the camel. It's great to see you again after such a long time. Sandworm. From under the ground, a huge desert sandworm emerged. This sandworm is A+ rank. Attributes: earth bug, drought, resilient, digging holes, earthquake. Habitat area before the cruel desert area, A51 dark elevator shaft. Size up to 50 mementoras. First I have to successfully lure it. Next is run for it, everyone, as expected. Even in my past life I couldn't defeat it. Its skin is so thick that even erosion doesn't deal any damage. Well, luring it wasn't to defeat it anyway. Focus on the mission and head to the objective. Lee E-jin ran straight to the top of the pyramid ahead. The Forgotten Ancient Civilization's ruins, level 7 basement. It seems the sandworm is heading that way. Thanks to the sandworm, getting in here was quite easy. It would be great if it defeated the boss for me too. Why is the door to the boss room open? Did someone get in here before me? Oh, someone made it here. You're a lucky one. Hey, want to do the quest together? We've been stuck here for a few days before meeting the boss. Why is this woman here? She's the girl who seduced Lee E-jin in his past life. Hey, can you carry me? Hey, I'm about to live stream, so can I borrow your sword? I'm sorry I was PK'd and lost my items. So hey, let's borrow some money. It's because of this girl that Lee E-jin fell into poverty and debt in his past life, meeting creditors every day. Ah, right. I'm 15 years in the past now. These bastards don't know me yet. I've died twice trying to fight the boss with my sister here. It's a bit difficult with just the two of us. They probably just need a meat shield. Alright, let's do the quest together. I'll definitely be useful. That's right, these two are siblings. Thanks to these two, my past life was quite difficult, but I'll put my personal feelings aside to focus on what's really important. I'll let you taste your own medicine. Alright, let's do the quest together. Following the siblings, Lee E-jin entered the boss room without much difficulty. I smell disrespect, the smell of a man. On the throne is a dried-up corpse, sitting with its huge thing. Seeing the intruder, the boss started to get angry. It's coming! The whole room was filled with a killing aura, making everyone present tremble. Since it seems we're all close-range fighters, let's stick together. Alright, when the two turned around, there was no sign of Lee E-jin. Where did that guy go? He was here a minute ago. I just need one more person to defeat it. Finally found someone to be a shield, but... Now the younger brother noticed the doorknob to the boss room had been broken by someone. What's this? The doorknob is broken. What the hell is this bastard doing? There's no other way, we have to risk it. Alright, sis. Once we defeat this monster, we will officially be pioneers. This is the nameless Queen B rank. Attributes: telepathy, bad luck, veteran immortal. Habitat: ruins of a forgotten ancient civilization. Size: 3 mm. The last queen of the ancient kingdom. Immediately the battle began. As soon as the monster swung its spear towards them, the younger brother jumped up and used his shield to block the blow. Although he blocked it, it looked like he couldn't hold out for long. "Hide behind me, sis." The older sister, who had been hiding behind her brother, pulled out 2 knives and suddenly rushed forward, slashing repeatedly at the monster. Attack the arm holding the spear first. Then the brother also took his sword and slashed the monster's spear-wielding arm. The Nameless Queen's health is quite low now, so we just need to slowly drain her health. Alright, keep it up. Just like that, one defends while the other attacks. Nearby, Lee Ejin was still hiding somewhere watching the battlefield. Oh, they coordinate quite well. Is it because they're in the top 30? Yes, they need high stats to defeat this monster, but there's another reason why the Nameless Queen is terrifying, which few people at this stage know. When her health drops to a certain threshold, the monster goes berserk and changes its attack pattern. Her attack pattern has suddenly changed. Her speed has also increased. I can't let these attacks get through. He couldn't hold out for long. The brother's shield was shattered by the monster's attack and flew away. The sister's attacks were no longer effective either. I was used to her initial attack pattern, so it's hard to avoid the new attack style. And this speed too, it's too late. Just when it seemed they would die here, the boss suddenly stopped attacking. The sister opened her eyes to see it lying flat on the ground. Out of nowhere, Lee Ejin appeared like a god. With just one hit, all the work the 2 siblings had done was wasted. Did you just steal the last hit? You cowardly bastard, you hid until now just to steal the last hit. We can't get out of here because you broke the doorknob. And in the end, it's thanks to me that you 2 could defeat this boss. I saved your lives. Is there a problem? The sister was so angry she was about to vomit blood. You have successfully defeated the Nameless Queen. There is at least 1 female player on the team. You have met all the requirements to activate the hidden quest of the ruins of the forgotten civilization. A female player, a hidden quest. What is it talking about? That annoying guy disappeared again. Never mind him, but isn't it a bit strange? Why didn't anything drop and I didn't level up? It's not over yet. Suddenly the sister felt unwell. "Woman, your body. Give it to me." The sister screamed in agony, her face full of torment. Ha ha ha, from a normal player she transformed into the form of a female demon. Ha ha ha, you disgusting men, kneel. The brother next to her looked at his sister, still not understanding what was going on. The requirement to enter this maze is to have at least 2 team members and at least 1 female player. This is the reason. Inside her mind right now. What's happening? My body is moving on its own. A notification appeared informing the brother that the boss's soul had possessed the body of his teammate who had gone through life and death with him. It was time to make a decision. Defeat the queen to find the name Yura Hill 01. Reward unknown. Penalty: lose all earned gold and experience. Cannot log in for 1 day. On the sister's side, she now has the opposite quest. Forget past relationships, you are now the master of the maze. Defeat the invading enemies, Wizuroba 2. Reward unknown. Penalty: lose a large amount of earned gold and experience. Cannot log in for 7 days. Impossible. I was just wondering why there was such a strange requirement. Damn it, what kind of crazy monster is this? The requirement to enter this maze is to have at least 2 team members and at least 1 female player. This is the reason. I had thought of 3 different plans to conquer this thing alone, but it seems I just need to stay put. I come from an ancient civilization caught in the war between demons and dragons, the last queen of Rosea. I declare the revival of Rosea. You foolish men. Sorry, little brother. Even so, my penalty is worse than yours, right? It's better for you to die than for me to die. Anyway, at least I'll know what the quest reward is when he dies. It didn't take long to watch the siblings fight. A tank can't kill a boss alone. Although she had killed her brother, the sister felt something was strange. So strange. Why hasn't the reward appeared yet? Ah, right, that perverted bastard. The quest isn't over yet. From somewhere, Lee Ejin emerged with a confident expression. Now shall we begin? You filthy man, you crazy perverted bastard. Immediately she fired all sorts of spells at Lee Ejin. Whoa, probably because he's not wearing any clothes. Lee Yi-jin is lighter and easily dodged this attack. I won't get hit by a blow like that. She continuously fired spells with the sole purpose of finishing off Lee Yi-jin to avenge her brother, even though she was the one who, while approaching Lee Yi-jin, still dodged smoothly. He quickly got close to her. Seeing him near, she stopped casting spells and swung her spear to slash. Lee Yi-jin just gently ducked to dodge this blow. After failing to land a single hit, she became furious and decided to use a big move. "You damn sewer rat!" She raised her hands to the sky, conjuring a huge orb. Then an explosion erupted, sweeping away everything around her. "What are you waiting for? You have to hit me." Should I take this opportunity to sleep? Looking down, she saw Lee Yi-jin lying there mocking her. "The joke's not funny anymore, sis," without another word. She raised her spear to the sky and began chanting a bunch of spells. After chanting, she looked straight at Lee Yi-jin and said, "Die." It seems she's more serious now. That's good. I can't stand still anymore. From the sky, a series of lightning bolts struck down. I don't know what kind of movement technique Lee Yi-jin is using. His feet tapped continuously on the ground as he gently dodged. While dodging, he performed martial arts for her to see. Watching this, she didn't even understand what the hell he was doing. It looked so ridiculous. What the hell is this guy? His movements are as if he's done this quest hundreds of times. Perhaps because she was stunned by his beautiful dance, she couldn't react in time. At this moment, Lee Yi-jin rushed forward with his chisel and slashed her shoulder. Then followed a series of stabs, but to many different spots, not just one. "Ah, stop. Her health must be almost depleted after the battle. I'll slowly drain the remaining health. Let's end this." "Ah, stop, I'm free now. Please don't kill me. Seeing you can't win, you're trying to use the beauty trick to fool me. Whether you're possessed or not, I'll still kill you." Lee Yi-jin's words made her face go blank. "Huh." Then he gave her one last stab, sending her on her way to quit the game for a week. "You are the first player to complete the named Queen quest. You are the first player to completely conquer the ruins of the forgotten ancient civilization. The reward is being distributed." The reward Lee Yi-jin received was a silver sword of the ancient civilization C+, rank a one-handed weapon with attack plus 80, a one-handed sword created with ancient techniques. Because it's too old, its attack power isn't high, it's very shiny and reflects the user's face. Oh, nice. I've obtained the things I need. These guys dropped so many things when they died. It would be a waste to leave them here, so I should pick them up. While looting items from the siblings, a voice suddenly shouted, "Hey, you idiot, don't take those things." Turning around, he saw it was the girl from before, but now she was dead, because when you die, you can leave a message for your teammates for 10 seconds. Taking the opportunity, she cursed him out. Ignoring the curses in his ear, Lee Yi-jin continued to collect the remaining items. I can't hear you. Thanks for the meal." "Seriously, this bastard. I told you not to pick it up. Who the hell are you?" Then the notification appeared for Lee Yi-jin again. "Will you leave your name?" Still the same old name, Stagnant Water. After finishing, Lee Yi-jin also logged out of the game to enjoy his rewards. Ah, right. I started recording everything while I was hiding. I had the recorder on continuously. I recorded the video because Yura Hill's face was priceless, but I didn't expect to record the entire quest. Speaking of which, this is my first quest video. It's quite boring, so I'll edit it and upload it to the forums. Of course, I have to cover my face. That night, while Lee Yi-jin was sleeping, his phone was buzzing with so many notifications, it was about to explode. The next day, somewhere else. The more I think about that perverted bastard, the angrier I get. What's wrong? Just smash the whole capsule. Aren't you angry, sis? He played us like fools. Are you kidding me? Whose face do you think is all over the internet? That pervert posted the video and only covered his own face. Ah, right. I'm going to kill him. My plan to become a beautiful, brave, and mysterious person. Why did this happen right at the beginning of the game? Why is my first title Boss? I'll get revenge at any cost. Whatever, I'm famous now, so I'll take advantage of it. Boss, I'm back. Is Big Sis okay, by the way, boss? You know that guy Hong who works at the construction site? What about him? Did he say he can't pay? Yes, he said he injured himself and can't work, so he can't pay that much interest. In that case, bring him here. I'll make him pay with his body. Just like those guys over there, soon we'll be able to get into the top 30. You can make more money in the game than from lending, but we still have a long way to go before we can cover the cost of installing this capsule room. Time is money, but that perverted bastard, I'll definitely kill him. At the research room of the professional gaming team K1, hey, look at this A video of a B rank boss quest. You said B rank, I didn't know there was a monster like that. That's not the issue. The issue is, who is this crazy guy? You said he defeated a B+ like this. It's truly a dance of death. If there's a guy like that, how are we supposed to make a living? I guess I should take over my dad's noodle shop. Send a message to this stagnant water guy right away. I want him on my team. The one who just spoke was director Ji-young. What about his salary? It doesn't matter. Give him anything. Just one message. Are you crazy? I bet he's getting thousands of messages right now. If we only send one, it'll get lost. If China's team gets him just because we were slow, I just got a message from Stagnant Water. Hey, we're contacting you because your video is very impressive. K1 is the best professional gaming team in the country. Would you like to join our team and fulfill your dreams? We guarantee to give you the best treatment. I'm fine. After reading the message Lee E-jin sent, the director was not fine at all. Director, call the medics. Next to him, a young man was still engrossed in watching Lee E-jin's video. What is that monster-like mentality? Just looking at his movements, it's as if he's done this quest hundreds of times. I'm sure this guy is one. No, he's many steps ahead of me, but why is he naked? Then on the floating island in the game, Lee E-jin had added a cloak to his back and was fighting some water sewer snakes, C rank with poison and cold-blooded attributes. Habitat floating island, a snake that lives in the sewers and eats monster corpses. Next, he entered the hidden maze at the rotten underground tree. The name of the first person to set foot here has been recorded on the Akashi board. To be honest, I was shocked. I knew the views would be high, but I didn't expect it to go straight to the official main page. Most importantly, gamers all over the world are talking about it. So embarrassing. With something like that from the perspective of someone who has played this game for 15 years, it's as easy as drinking water. Are my thoughts too advanced compared to the high rankers? People who can break mountains with just a punch or slash veteran players with just one sword. Director, call the medics. Next to him, a young man was still engrossed in watching Lee E-jin's video. What is that monster-like mentality? Just looking at his movements, it's as if he's done this quest hundreds of times. I'm sure this guy is one. No, he's many steps ahead of me, but why is he naked? Then on the floating island in the game, Lee E-jin had added a cloak to his back and was fighting some water sewer snakes, C rank with poison and cold-blooded attributes. Habitat floating island, a snake that lives in the sewers and eats monster corpses. Next, he entered the hidden maze at the rotten underground tree. The name of the first person to set foot here has been recorded on the Akashi board. To be honest, I was shocked. I knew the views would be high, but I didn't expect it to go straight to the official main page. Most importantly, gamers all over the world are talking about it. So embarrassing. With something like that from the perspective of someone who has played this game for 15 years, it's as easy as drinking water. Are my thoughts too advanced compared to the high rankers? People who can break mountains with just a punch or slash veteran players with just one sword. I've relied too much on these future high rankers, so I unintentionally lowered my own standards. Even so, there's no reason to be arrogant. Being a professional gamer isn't bad, but now is not the time. I wonder if they understand my determination. After running for a while and passing the monsters, Lee E-jin reached his destination. Welcome to the rotten underground tree, stranger. Although I have no right to ask, will you listen to my request? If you heed my request, I will give you all the gold behind me. Perhaps because the statue talked too much, Lee E-jin didn't hesitate to choose decline. Please destroy me, I beg you. End my suffering. Destroying the statue is easy, but if I accept, Pygmalion will disappear and the reward will be very small. No, you can't. If you can't end my suffering, then avenge me against the one who turned me into this. Please find that cursed statue and destroy it. The statue of Galatea. You have found the hidden quest, Pygmalion's request. Pygmalion's request, destroy the weeping Galatea. Reward unknown. This hidden quest is like winning the lottery. It turns out you can actually get this quest. A gamer named War God mentioned it in an interview a long time ago. The thing that made a long-time top 10 player jump to number 1 is the reward of this quest. Is it that hard to complete this quest? I was once a human, a famous sculptor. Okay, skip it. Hey. Alright, now it really begins. I will defeat that guy, the one who caused me so much trouble. Let's go to the boiling forest. While his enthusiasm was boiling, a girl with an axe suddenly jumped out and swung it straight at Lee Ejin's boat. Are you really attacking me? I finally found you, you bastard. I will get revenge for what you did to me. That's right, we're here too. Not only that girl, but also the early game gang that Lee Ejin beat up. We are all people who want revenge. This is why you shouldn't be too aggressive. You're done for. Humph, I can't remember all of them, but it's true. I caused trouble wherever I went. How did you know I was here? Huh, do you think I've just been sitting around all this time? Do you think you can fight against this many people? I remember all the boss's attack patterns, but PK might be a bit difficult. However, I'm sure of one thing. They didn't come just to vent their anger. Maybe I can use them. They have now surrounded him. In one person's hand is a big, long thing. Then they all slashed at Lee Ejin simultaneously. As soon as they slashed, only a cloak was left, but the person was nowhere to be seen. Did he disappear? Where are you aiming? That was just my after-image. Skew quick bastard. That's your cloak, not an after-image. Everyone, won't you do a secret quest with me? What the hell are you plotting? He's trying to trick us again. I know what you people really want. It's information, right? Boss monsters, hidden mazes, quest information, and being a pioneer. That's why you've been following me, right? Well, I guess my outfit is quite special too. Anyway, just as you think I can provide you with those things. Special information, a pioneer. So what will you do now? Do you want to come with me? And so our team was formed, a team consisting of the Lone Shark siblings and the 3 beautiful musketeers. The other rabble, I'll deal with all of them if trouble arises. And finally, there's the K1 member professional gamer Mate Gang. Amazing, that's Mate Gang, right? The War God, Mate Gang number 1 in the national rankings. The ace of the national team. The best of the battle faction. The new era Mate Gang is right in front of me, but I didn't do anything to anger him, did I guess? Being killed by him would be considered an honor. Then, in the boiling forest, any monster that blocked the team's path was dealt with. A whole bunch of disgusting insects. Hey, only D-rank trash monsters appear here. Is there really a hidden maze in a place like this? Of course we're almost there. It's so hot and humid my underwear is all wet. Give me some strawberry water or fruit. Really, how did you know there was a maze here? I just wandered around and found it. Don't lie. Mazes in the game are created by monsters and NPCs, so even the game developers don't know their exact locations. What's this? Where are you going? Are you sure this is the way? Crossing a row of trees, everyone arrived at a circus. A circus. Why is there a circus here? The Hidden Maze Secret Marionette Society. I'll go in first now. This guy wants to take everything for himself. Stop right there. You have entered the Hidden Maze Secret Marionette Society. The puppet master behind the scenes has been alerted. The creatures on top of the stage have awakened. The clowns have begun their performance. Leaping from the shadows is a killer scarecrow rank C+. Attributes Minion Darkness Reverse Scheme. Habitat Secret Marionette Society 1 Shattered Hellfire. Suicide Forest. Size 2 Men. Made of straw. Rotten. Carries a long scythe. Next is Pierrot the Mass Murderer. Rank C+. Attributes Minion Darkness Reverse 11. Habitat Secret Marionette Society. Then there's the Trough rank C with Minion Darkness Reverse and Veteran attributes. Habitat Secret Marionette Society 1. Inhumane Lair 1, 2, 3. Size 3 Mewels. For those who live to perform like you, there's nothing scarier than the stage disappearing, right? Speaking of which, since Lee Ejin defeated the Red Oni, he looted its leather boots. A C-rank item shoe type. Fire attribute attack plus 30. Movement speed plus 30. Privilege can use Earthquake. Using his VIP Pro boots, Lee Ejin stomped, and the Earthquake move shattered the entire circus. For clown and puppet type monsters, Earthquake damage is doubly effective. Furthermore, they have the minion attribute, so it's doubled again. In other words, they take 4 times the damage in one hit. Although they tried to attack and take him down, every attack was dodged by Lee E-jin. What should I do? I want to get hit. But my body moves on its own, so you keep missing. Very quickly, Lee E-jin and his chisel took them down one by one. Amazing, he killed so many C+ rank monsters. That was in the blink of an eye. To be honest, this guy lacks nothing. When I entered the bronze giant maze, he had already defeated it. Instead of being disappointed as a gamer, I'm more curious about his abilities. I wanted to witness it myself, so I joined this quest, but it's even more than I predicted. When the monsters here were killed, the whole group clamored, "Hand over the items! This is a team, but you killed all the monsters by yourself. We also have the right to get rewards. A team must be fair, this is outrageous. Why are they whining? Even so, there's no reason to defend him and they're not wrong. You're not planning to monopolize all the expensive items, are you? I'll give them to you." What? Please distribute the items fairly. We're a team, right? I mean, you're better than I thought. We're a team, so we should be fair, right? It's as if we're the bad guys. These idiots. There's no way he's that good. He must be plotting something. He's clearly trying to use them. Hurry up and open the door to the next floor. Keep it up. All right, everyone, I'm about to open the door to the next floor. Is he playing the easily lured role now? And so the door to the next floor opened. Inside was a large space with a statue covering its face. You have entered the Hidden Maze Secret Marionette Society 2. Wow, I didn't expect it to be so spacious inside. So cool. From the outside, it looked like a tent. It's so empty, feels like a boss scene. What are these statues? Nothing really catches the eye. The puppet master behind the scenes is angry. Is this really the boss room? Where is the boss? Just as he turned, he saw the guy next to him lose his head, blood splattering everywhere. Oh my god, what the hell is this? What just happened? Next, another guy suffered the same fate. What's happening here? It's because of that thing. That's no ordinary statue. No, it's a monster. Look at the blood on its hands. Also, its position is different from before. As expected, Urahil is very sharp. Exactly. The boss was only defeated 5 years after it was discovered. Weeping Galatea. The Weeping Galatea is based on the Weeping Angels from the famous British TV series that aired since 1963 Doctor Who. This information has been repeated many times. You damn monster, especially in the game because Galatea has been upgraded, with a very perverted appearance. Yunbi, get out of the way. While calling her teammate, the girl used her staff to strike the statue with lightning. It can't be destroyed. Impossible. How are we supposed to beat it? When the boss moves to attack, it seems our attacks won't work unless the boss is moving. Can anyone see this thing attacking? I don't know when it will move, but when it does, we won't be able to block its attack. We have to time it right and attack. By the way, how do we make it move? Then suddenly everyone turned to look at Lee E-jin. Hey pervert, what are you going to do? You're the one who brought us here. The door is locked so we can't get out. Don't you have a plan? Now Lee E-jin finally spoke. There are only 2 ways out of this maze. 1. Die. 2. Defeat the Weeping Galatea. If we could, we would have already beaten it. How can we defeat an indestructible thing when we can't even see its attacks? When did I say we were going to defeat it? What does it? Then Lee E-jin gave them the middle finger. I'll defeat it myself. Then why did you bring us here? Of course it's because you people are useful. Now then, my dear teammates, cough up the money. What the hell are you talking about? You think you can just get carried for free? You have to pay a fee, right? If you don't pay the fee, you get a free ride. I'll defeat the Weeping Galatea, so pay the fee to live. We're stuck here because of you, who took care of you and brought you here. Didn't you come here yourselves because you were greedy for items? Hurry up and pay the fee. Surely you don't want to face a monster you can't defeat. So how much do you want? Easy, 100 million gold. Seriously, you perverted bastard. You think you can do whatever you want just because we've been accommodating you? Oh no, so scary. Oh my god, the loan shark's head suddenly flew off. What an idiot you have to read the room. You're a hill, you have to pay double the fee. Why do I have to pay my brother's fee? Because you two are family. Don't mess with me. I can take the penalty with the others and kill you right here. How can I trust that you'll keep your promise? If you don't trust me, then use escrow. The game's escrow system allows you to deposit a promised amount with a third party until the transaction is satisfactorily completed. In other words, a deposit. Stagnant water has been put into an escrow account. Condition defeat the Weeping Galatea. If the payer is not satisfied with the fee, their money will be refunded. The third party where the deposit is sent doesn't belong to anyone. It's protected by absolute rules. Also, you can take the reward from defeating the Weeping Galatea. I won't touch it. The Weeping Galatea is a B-rank boss, and with the achievement of being the first to kill it, it will drop a B+ item. Among all the items sold in the market, the highest rank right now is C+. This is crazy. If we get that, we'll be one step ahead. Can I be tricked? Why would he pass up a B+ item, unless he has something even better? This is tricky. When you're in a team, you have the right to share the reward if the boss is defeated. Moreover, if you upload the quest process, you can get views, sponsors, and even advertising revenue. If you leave the quest midway, the process will be automatically deleted. I can't give up. Finally, that girl agreed to compromise and lowered her thing. That's right, a good choice. There are 6 people. The fee is 100 million, so how much per person? 14 million. A notification appeared in front of Lee E-jin, surprising him. Judy has deposited 200 million gold. Gold Rain has deposited 100 million gold. Silver Rain has deposited 100 million gold. Then one by one, each person deposited 100 million. I wanted them to pay me a total of 100 millions. But they're trying to act cool, so it seems these people really want to pass this stage. Keep that promise. You must be sure to defeat the boss and hand over all the items to us. Don't worry, big sis, they must really want to be pioneers to pay so much. It's not by chance that they succeed in the future. If it were me, I would have given up and died. When I give the signal, don't look at the Weeping Galatea. 5 years after the Weeping Galatea was discovered, the collective wisdom recorded every change, unusual fluctuation, and hidden option. Only after collecting all this information could a few persistent people who entered and got wiped out finally defeat this incredibly terrifying monster. After the deal was done, Lee E-jin walked to the statue and turned around holding the bronze shield of the ancient civilization. The shield is C+ rank defense plus 110, an ancient shield created with ancient techniques. Because it's too old, its defense is low. It's very shiny and reflects the owner's face. Then he signaled to everyone, "Close your eyes." When everyone had closed their eyes tightly, Lee E-jin used his reflective shield to see what the monster was doing. From behind, it started to raise its claws, about to slash off his head. Luckily, he saw this attack and quickly leaned his head back to dodge. Then quickly, Lee E-jin used his chisel to stab it right in one of its eyes. It quickly swiped again, but he still dodged it. Now the monster has fully revealed its form. Weeping Galatea B+ rank. Attribute Stone. Likes attention. Habitat Secret Marionette Society. 2. Size 2 mem. The Weeping Galatea is an indestructible object when someone is looking at it, but it will instantly turn into a monster when people look away and attack the nearest player. This is the terrifying element of the Weeping Galatea, attribute Attention Seeker. At this moment, Lee E-jin shouted for everyone to open their eyes. Instantly, when everyone opened their eyes, the statue returned to its original state. I've checked. The information I have is correct. Its attack pattern resets every time it stops. That's due to its nature. All right now, close your eyes again. We're in the middle of a quest, and the plan involves closing our eyes. Damn it. In such a strange situation, only one thought appeared in the team members' minds. I really want to see what's happening. And so the battle continued. This time when he used his shield to block its attack, Lee E-jin's shield was torn by its claws. As expected, this is a bit too much for the shield, but I can do it. In my prime, I could even defeat A+ rank monsters on my own. Lee E-jin, you can't die yet. These people, he was lucky, but he still obeyed without question, just curious about what was happening. I really want to take a look, but just one glance and the Weeping Galatea A would turn into a statue. And who knows what that pervert would say. Should I get in his way? Wait, what would happen if I looked at the boss and then immediately closed my eyes? I would disrupt its movement and it would be killed in one hit. It's naked, so its defense stat must be crap. Should I take the gamble? Not long after, the whole group received a notification that the boss had been defeated. What the when I opened my eyes? The statue was still standing there covering its face, and then it slowly started to crack and break apart. In front of it was Lee Ejin, arrogantly raising his poisonous weapon. Defeating the Weeping Galatea. A one-on-one, the deposit has been released. Thanks a lot, 700 million. It looks like my bank account is full again. Sisk, I'm so strong, but I couldn't do anything. It's better than being wiped out midway. Huh? What's this? Why are there no items? The boss has been defeated, so why are there no items? We even received a message saying, we were the first ones. Why aren't there any benefits? It seems she has discovered something. A notification board started to appear. The Weeping Galatea A is screaming. The body sealed inside the statue is awakening. The true boss of the inverted world has opened its eyes. The statue suddenly explodes. That is, from inside the statue, a female figure emerges. That thing can't do anything when we look at it. If we can stop it from moving, we can make a plan. Slowly the boss opens its eyes. On its head are nothing but crawling cockroaches. Grade A, Medusa. Attributes: darkness, snake summon, mana burn. Habitat: secret society of confusion. Floating island, rotten hellfire. Size 2 meters. A legendary monster passed down by word of mouth, and its presence is concealed by the demon tower. Information about its existence can nullify magic passed down for thousands of years. From the prison diary of the late Rest about the mid-level demon. With the appearance of Medusa, the other people started to turn to stone. What is this? My body is turning to stone. Didn't he say we had to look at it? Now we're not allowed to look. Why did the characteristic suddenly reverse like this? On this side, Lee Ejin has closed his eyes tightly, his mouth blooming into a refreshing smile. Hey, you perverted bastard, you're even more of a scumbag than sewer rats. You knew this would happen, right? Why didn't you tell us, you damn dog? I'm so shocked. I shouldn't have interfered in other people's business just out of curiosity. I remember your face now. What are they talking about? You guys wanted to kill me. In this day and age, information and experience are as precious as money. Isn't it enough that you know the location of the hidden maze? Even if you know, it doesn't mean you can conquer it. Now then, should I play with Sister Medusa? When Medusa awakens, she will be immobile for about 30 seconds. Because she has the mana burn attribute, you can't look into her eyes. However, I know all of Medusa's attack characteristics, so this is a golden opportunity. As long as I have this bronze shield. Just as he was feeling proud, a light shot towards Lee Ejin. Luckily, I dodged that one. The kick was so strong, it shattered the stone pillar behind me. Lee Ejin turned around to look at the group of people. Impossible. Ma Taigang, he's still alive. Did that guy realize the situation and also close his eyes? Stagnant water, let's fight that guy. While everyone was either drooling with surprise or trembling in fear of the new boss, he was the only one who paid close attention to me. Just like that, the demon-like guy rushed forward and punched Lee Ejin. Lee Ejin didn't just stand there and take it, he also started to fight back. But as he rushed forward, he kicked Lee Ejin in the mouth. Luckily, the shield was still usable, but blocking this blow was a struggle. Calm down, I just need to use increased movement speed. Then he rushed forward again, attacking with his fists. Lee Ejin could only use his shield to block. After a while of fighting, Lee Ejin's shield started to show large cracks. No, the shield. Not letting Lee Ejin rest, he kicked him, forcing Lee Ejin to jump back to dodge the blow. I'm relying on the effect of the Red Oni's boots. Our playtime is about the same, so how can he be so strong on his own? If he's at this level, he could probably solo quests with C-rank monsters. Just as I thought, you're not good at PK. You can't block my attacks with that crappy equipment. I'll end this. The two of them continued to rush at each other and fight. Lee Ejin held a chisel in one hand and the broken shield in the other. Suddenly, Lee Ejin smiled mysteriously. Just as I thought, this is too much for pure stats. Gloves of the Wanderer. Grinding stone armor. Wheel of Glory Gambler's Flash. The War God item set he wore in the past. I used to be a big fan of the War God Ma Taigang when he defeated countless strong opponents and rose to the #1 position in Korea. I was more excited than anyone. How many times have I cheered for him and called him senior, even though I'm older than him? The war god's perfect form is completely etched in my mind. The moves I've copied so many times, how could I forget? When he punched Lee Yi-jin dodged easily. The attacker punched, the dodger dodged, and Lee Yi-jin hadn't counterattacked yet. Impossible, he's dodging my attacks as if he's fought me 100 times before. It feels like I'm fighting a giant fly. And on top of that, what's with that creepy smile? I didn't expect him to be happier when being attacked. While fighting Ma Taegang, he shouted, "What the hell are you?" At this moment, Lee Yi-jin's chisel was right in front of the demon's face. He quickly swiped with his hand, but that didn't seem to be the target of Lee Yi-jin's attack. Lee Yi-jin quickly changed direction and stabbed straight into Ma's thigh. The fragile chin, a fatal flaw that once forced the professional boxer to retire. That's why he's so sensitive when I attack his chin. Suddenly the demon guy felt something was not right. My blood keeps dropping. What the hell did you do? We're in the middle of a fight and you keep asking questions. Lee Yi-jin continues to rush forward and stab the demon in the stomach. See you later. Immediately the demon counterattacked with a punch, but as soon as he punched Lee, Yi-jin immediately brought out his shield to block. This guy knows I used the bronze shield to fight the Weeping Galatea A, and so Lee Yi-jin's shield was shattered. At this point the demon guy stopped fighting. Just you wait, I will get that bronze shield and defeat Medusa before you. No one can defeat the monsters that I haven't defeated. This magnificence reminds me of the spirit of the mountains. It's truly the spirit of a hero from another era. How admirable. Oh, what should I do? You know I can defeat it by closing my eyes, right? What, that's ridiculous. How can you defeat an A-rank monster with your eyes closed? There's no time to explain, and there's no reason to explain either. Just go to YouTube and watch the video when it's uploaded. After saying that, Lee Yi-jin walked towards Medusa, ignoring the dumbfounded demon guy. Is he joking? No way is he really doing it. Closing his eyes, Lee Yi-jin recalled Medusa's attack patterns. The difficulty of conquering Medusa was still 5 stars, with 3 active skills, and 1 random passive attack skill. There's a 33% chance something will appear. On top of that, I have to predict and dodge while my eyes are closed. Just focus on the noise that can be heard with the sound of my body. After thinking it through, Lee Yi-jin started recording the video again. Hello, I am stagnant water. After fighting the Weeping Galatea A, I will face Medusa. Has everyone put on their diapers yet? Usually I would use the bronze shield, but oh no. Due to a teammate betraying me, the shield shattered. Well, it's no big deal. Should I try to defeat it with my eyes closed? My ears are very sharp, so it should be fine. Medusa has 3 active skills and 1 passive skill. First is Ice Prison. Ice spikes rise from the ground which are invisible, so you have to listen very carefully. The second is Hell's Lava. This move is extremely hot and creates a large fire, and of course you can see it, so you have to listen carefully. After dodging those 2 random attacks, it crawls on the floor to deliver a physical attack. Because your eyes are closed, you must remember Medusa's position. And at this moment, the 3rd active skill, Jormungandr, is summoned. From the seal, Medusa summons a giant snake. Jormungandr B rank. Attributes: Veteran Poison Resistance, Magic Resistance. Habitat: Secret Society of the Deceitful Kingdom of Giants, Evil Rings. Size: 15 mm. The snake crawls out from the depths of mythology. The scales covering its entire body help it resist damage from poison and magic. You see, it's so big it can crush your will to fight, but there's no need to worry. It's just a summoned beast. This guy's attack pattern is very simple. Tail whip from the top right. Body sweep from the bottom right. It just repeats like that. Since you can't see, try to avoid it. Got it? Because it's magic resistant, its biggest enemy is physical attacks. To defeat it, you must stay calm and attack continuously. See, this big snake has been dealt with nicely. After dodging Hellfire and the Ice Forest, Medusa angrily rushes at me. Oh, she'll try to use her passive skill Mana Burn. That means her mana is about to run out. Now let's fight, shall we? I was originally planning to use the bronze shield at the last minute, but it's broken right. However, there's always another way. Lee Yi-jin pulls out the bronze sword of the ancient civilization. This sword also has the ability to reflect the face of its owner. Perhaps you're wondering why this thing. Let me explain. The nameless queen who dropped this bronze sword held a great grudge against demons and dragons, the ones who ravaged her country, so the item she dropped has an advantage against dragons. Not less than 100 times the damage, even though it can only be used once. But you'd probably ask, what does an advantage against dragons have to do with Medusa? It's very simple. Medusa is a derivative species of the dragon lineage. Snakes and dragons, despite having different attributes, are still considered the same. To be honest, I think this might be a setup error. Anyway, the current attack of the bronze sword is 80. If the buff against dragons is applied, and the single-use attack is multiplied by 101 hit, will deal at least 8,000 damage. Most importantly, Medusa has the snake and darkness attributes. The weakness of this monster is copper. Copper, although soft and difficult to use, is very effective against reptiles and the dark type. So the final damage will be 4 times 8,000. The 80 damage of a normal bronze sword attack will increase to approximately 32,000. Finally, the final blow. Lee Yi-jin jumps up and confronts Medusa head-on. At this point, there's no need to close his eyes anymore. Although it used petrification on Lee Yi-jin, petrification also takes time for the entire body to become immobile. With a single swipe of his sword, Lee Yi-jin easily slit the boss's throat. You are the first player to complete the Medusa quest. This is the first solo Medusa quest in the world. You are the first to sweep the secret society of deceit. Yahoo, it's done. With perseverance, willpower, and a bit of trickery, we've completed the quest. It's all thanks to the teammates who accompanied me. Everyone always remember that the body will grow old, but the will last forever. That's all for now. I'm stagnant water. At the end of the video, Lee Yi-jin's face returned to its carefree expression. The Medusa drop item also appeared for Lee Yi-jin, a BCA evil ring, mana plus 300 summon, Jormungandr max 1. A fragment from the Grade D Weeping Galatea, a statue. The ivory stone fragment exudes a sense of bad luck. No need to show off what the reward item is. The hint for the maze is good enough. I'm not sure if I should post it. Whatever, I'll think about it later. Now then, Lee Yi-jin jumps to where Medusa's head has fallen on the ground. Then he just sat there looking at the snake head. 3 hours later, Lee Yi-jin was still in the same position looking at it. Hey, do you think it's over? I'm waiting here. Show me what you've got. Medusa's eyes slowly opened, and then she spoke. You're still here. Why haven't you left yet? Don't you have something to say? I've been waiting for 3 hours to hear it. I can't die like this after making a mistake. If it's you the one who killed me, I'm sure you'll be able to listen to my request. I was once a human. I loved a black dragon and bore his child. Now that I'm dying, I can't help but think of that child. I can't die and leave them in peace, so please kill them and send them to hell with me. Are you telling me to kill a child? Don't talk nonsense. After that, she didn't say anything else and gradually disappeared. Hidden quest discovered Medusa's motherly love. Medusa's motherly love. Hunt the child Irable 1. Reward unknown. Anyway, I finally found it. Another secret quest continues. First the Bronze Golem C, then the Nameless Queen B, and next is the Weeping Galatea AB. And now Medusa A, accept quest. Then suddenly something appeared in Lee Yi-jin's hand. Another thing dropped. It seems that accepting the quest gives you an extra item. What is this, a key Grade D black key? Nothing good happens when you touch this. The next day at Lee Yi-jin's inn. The sun was already bright, but this guy was still sleeping. It's definitely past noon. Finally, he opened his eyes. Looking straight ahead, there was a little cockroach greeting him good morning. Lee Yi-jin couldn't even be bothered to swat it. It seems I should move out soon. No sooner said than done, Lee Yi-jin went to look at houses right away. Now that I have money, what am I afraid of? Lee Yi-jin went to a place to find a house. This house is cheaper than the market price. You won't find another one like it. It's fully furnished, so you don't need to spend any more money. The 4th floor also has a gym and a swimming pool. They're all free, so you can go there to exercise. The floor is great. It doesn't seem to have any bugs. Of course not. When will you move in? After that, Lee Yi-jin contacted someone else. Yes, this is a freaker. Oh, What about the arrangements? Yes, didn't you see the notice in the top right corner of the website? Direct payment is made on the last day of each month, and on the second day of the next month, it's a direct deposit, a discount. That depends on whether you're exclusive, but I'm a bit busy right now. I'll explain everything in a note later. What's your player name? Ah, yes, stagnant water. Yes, I've told the staff to send the notes. To send to whom? Yes, hello S. I am Hong Hyung-gyun, the head of the feedback service department at Africa TV. It's a great pleasure to talk to you. The broadcast was very exciting. People are spreading the word that a super rookie has appeared. With the highest number of viewers ever, we've set a new, fantastic sponsorship record. If you have a moment, please visit Africa TV's headquarters. Wait, no, just tell me where you are, and I'll come pick you up at any cost. I'm fine with anything. Just send me the information via email. Remember to pay on time. Ah, yes, of course. You don't have to worry if you're free later. What a long-winded conversation. Lee E-jin hung up abruptly. I've only posted a few videos and with non-exclusive tags, and they're already like this. They definitely want my videos to be exclusive, or they want me to collaborate or something. You think I don't know, that you're just leaving me the scraps? I've lived like that before, and I won't do it again. Streaming platforms, professional gaming companies, media groups, none of them are trustworthy. Then Lee E-jin went home. While on his way drinking a sip of water, something fell from the sky right in front of Lee E-jin, which also startled him. What the hell was that if an honest, upright citizen had just walked by? Looking up, he saw someone screaming. This made Lee E-jin a little scared. Well, I'm not hurt, so I guess I'll let it slide. I'm a person who separates games from reality, so I can ignore this. Up here, it turned out to be the two lone shark sisters. The older sister had been tricked twice by Lee E-jin, so she was very angry. Why did you smash a good monitor? I'm serious, I'm going to kill that perverted bastard. It's not fair. He tricked us, but the views on those childish videos are skyrocketing. Is he manipulating this? Why would a paid video be trending? I was curious, so I paid too. He got famous thanks to Medusa, who we all went to hunt. I'm so angry my head is about to explode. I'm distracted. Calm down and have a drink of this water. Big sis, I've collected the debt. Oh, you're here. Oh, Big sis is here too. I saw you in the Medusa Maze video. That video was really cool. After that boss, I watched the whole video where you got killed. Now I'm your fan. Calm down, sister. You know he means well. I've also joined your fan club. How many members does their guild have? About 300 or so. Heh heh, so there's still a way, huh? Stagnant water, you're not going to have a good ending. Then in the game somewhere, strange giant king cobra horned lizard and killer gecko. They are all strong C-rank monsters. Why are they all dead? I didn't expect someone to attack the maze before me. Which monster got here first? Then Lee E-jin slid down. Down here there's a huge monster. It's a blue Oni BC+, attributes giant demon hybrid nature, habitat rotten hellfire nest of decay. Size 12 meters. What a surprise you're so big. I bet nothing can get close to you. Seeing Lee E-jin here, the blue Oni went crazy and punched at him. Lee E-jin quickly dodged. You're lucky. I have business with you. If you want to fight, I'll indulge you. As soon as the blue Oni used Earthquake. On this side, Lee E-jin also had boots with this skill. Shall we give it a try? Both of them use Earthquake, creating a screen of dust everywhere. Taking advantage of the dust cloud, Lee E-jin quickly grabbed his chisel and rushed forward. About 3 hours later, the blue Oni was defeated. A raid party came here. It doesn't look like the other guy is playing solo. Besides that, there's an archer. Someone is trying to play solo archer against a boss in the game. Impossible. After that, Lee E-jin went deeper into the maze to another room. Just as he reached the door, an explosion right in front of him made Lee E-jin unable to dodge in time. This explosion reduced Lee E-jin's HP to 99. I only have a few stones and potions. I'm naked and have absolutely no defensive gear, so it's a stupid way to die. While saying that, Lee E-jin drank a HP recovery potion. Inside the boss room is a monster that looks quite strong. That must be it. I've never fought it before, but it's a compact corner. A-rank compact corner. Attributes darkness, beast, poison, mana, burn. Habitat corrupted lair. Size 3 meow meow. a well-balanced monster whose stats are evenly distributed between agility, strength, and racial traits. It also has the rare characteristic of mana burn. Basically, this cunning guy is a high-level enemy of the current ranks in the game. In front of the boss is someone who must be a solo player. In his hand is a crossbow. As soon as the boss attacked, he jumped high and shot an arrow straight into the boss's eye. He must be a different Drake, right? Professional gamers and high-ranking players are ranked on different leaderboards, besides the official one. Drakthir has masterfully played a unique archer character. He's definitely number one on the PK leaderboard, and many players have recognized him as the true number one in the world. As a result, his nickname is 1 in 7 million. He became so famous that in Korea, he was given a very cute nickname, Drakey. But one day he suddenly disappeared from the game. No one knows why he quit. He's a mystery. That's what made him a legend to the end. He's been cornered. When the boss charged again, Drakthul just smiled mysteriously and quickly ran past the boss. As soon as it turned around, it fell to the ground. Could it be the slime of the bone snail? And there are many darts on the ground. It's impossible to set up a trap like that in such a short time. After the boss fell into his trap, he also breathed a sigh of relief. The cornered beast's health was only at 5% left. Great. He immediately put away the crossbow and pulled out a dagger called the Weakling's Dagger. It has a special mechanism called the Weakling's Contempt, a special case where an enemy with less than 5% health can be instantly killed. This is the 20th attempt. It's time to unleash that 5% chance. And then he immediately rushed towards the boss. Suddenly it opened its eyes wide and used mana burn. Mana burn, huh? Doing that is just useless. Then he threw the knife straight into its eye. After a loud explosion, the boss finally fell to the ground. I did it. Finally, I defeated the cornered beast. From his hiding place, Lee E-jin shouted, "Don't move! It's not over yet." He suddenly turned around and saw a snake heading straight for him. That was the tail of the B-rank cornered creature with the poison attribute. Due to a moment of carelessness, Drakthir no longer had time to dodge. Luckily from Lee E-jin's spot, the Jormungandr rushed out and bit the snake-like tail, saving Drakthir's life. I didn't mean to bother you. Did you summon that thing? Originally, Drakthir's preferred tactic was the Earthquake Archer, is to create an earthquake with a rain of arrows from a distance, a truly overwhelming fighting style. The Red Oni's boots are actually an item he once used. If he was the first to defeat the Red Oni and obtain the earthquake tactic, he wouldn't have taken so long to defeat the cornered creature. I owe you one. If I die here, I probably won't be able to sleep during the time I'm banned from the game. Then, notifications appeared in front of Drakthir. You have completed the first World's Corner Raid quest. The solo raid rankings are being compiled. Rank 1, Drakthir, 7 deaths, 82 surrenders, 162 hours, 3 minutes, 21 seconds. The drop item is a piece of a Grade A cornered creature's horn, with an attack of 100 and a poison attribute attack of 500. It can use the special ability of Mana Burn. My family has a motto, repay kindness twice, repay vengeance tenfold. Since you saved my life, I will definitely save yours in return. Twice no more, no less. Success. The number one PK player promised to save my life twice. Compared to that, the reward for killing the cornered creature is nothing. Then Lee E-jin turned to Drakthir and said, "All right then, you have to use it once, right now. I intend to go to the deepest floor, the Nest of Decay. What isn't this, the last floor?" That. Without saying anything more, Lee E-jin walked past him and went to the altar. If the information I have about this hidden piece is correct, then it must be under this altar. After searching for a while, I found a place where I could insert a key. Found it. Then Lee E-jin took out the black key he got from Medusa, put it in the lock, and opened it. Then the ground slowly began to crack and shake, and then it started to collapse. What this ground? And so the two of them slipped down to the floor below. You have entered the hidden maze, the 8th floor of the Nest of Decay. The names of the first visitors have been recorded on the Akashic record. The lost boss will appear. It turns out there really is a hidden floor below. That's right, the last monster I'm targeting. Down here is some kind of all-black monster that looks very difficult to deal with. He is the son of Medusa, the basilisk. The black dragon imprisoned his son, the basilisk, for fear that it would eventually rebel. His mother Medusa was sealed forever inside a statue, so from birth he was separated from his mother. Meanwhile, his anger towards the black dragon boiled. Quite brutal, isn't it? I didn't expect him to lock his own son in the sewer for fear of being usurped. The black dragon is truly a coward. I don't know about this hidden boss. I'm starting to get heated up. Then the two-person team fought the boss together. Let's go right. Immediately from above, Drake used his crossbow to shoot down at the boss. As soon as it was hit in the shoulder. Up here, Drake also got a similar blow. How is that possible? It's because of its decadent nature. It's a passive characteristic that reflects 90% of the damage back to the enemy. Well, anyway, its defense is very high, so it won't take much damage, but this is still an annoying characteristic. Then from below its mouth it started to shoot some terrifying-looking blast. Seeing this, Lee Ee-jin reminded Drake to dodge. A huge energy pillar rushed up from below. Luckily the two of them dodged in time. It was concentrated poison. Just by touching it you will take damage. Before he could finish analyzing Lee, Ee-jin had already jumped down. I'm going first. Drake up there is still hesitating whether to go down with me or not. The entire 8th basement is a poison spot with no place to stand. What do you think you're doing? As soon as he jumped down, Lee Ee-jin summoned his snake and rode it to move. Jormungandr's poison resistance is even better than you imagined. Contact with poison won't be a problem. The boss below saw this and started to spit out another column of poison. But now with this snake, it's easier to dodge. While giving orders to the snake, Lee Ee-jin took out his chisel and carried out his plan. When they got close, Lee Ee-jin told Drake to attack the boss's upper body. Upon receiving the order, Drake shot an arrow straight into its eye, even though he would also receive a similar blow. Good support. A rare opportunity has come. Lee Ee-jin quickly passed by and used his chisel to lightly scratch it. The damage to it has achieved its purpose, so the burn damage will slowly kill the boss. Even with this snake's poison resistance, we won't last long. Alright, if we can't win, let's run. What the heck. Just like that, the two of them ran up the stairs. But a monster like Basilisk wouldn't let its prey escape. It kept chasing them. Hurry up, we have to run upstairs. That guy will hunt his attackers to the end. Its defense is very high. It has the ability to reflect damage and poison, and its HP is also unusually high. Just as I thought, we have to go back and prepare. What are you talking about? I already told you. Are you really going to hunt it? But are you sure you can survive its poison? Actually, I'm improvising. It takes about 2.5 hours to escape the maze through the first basement, and the time for its HP to be depleted by point damage is about 3 hours. A bit close. Can you avoid Basilisk's poison for that long? There's a way. If you come with me, you'll know right away. All right, I believe you. Just like that, the two of them ran up to the 6th floor. That sound was the poison bone attack. Hurry up and jump to the 5th floor. Just as Lee Ee-jin said, the boss spewed out a cloud of green poison mist. How do you distinguish between poison breath and poison bones? Obviously, it's based on the sound and the activation effect. What do you mean poison breath takes 350 frames to release, and poison bone is 370? Don't you know there's a 20-frame difference? Not to mention that its throat moves up and down when it breathes. But it vibrates when using poison bones. After running for a while, I've reached the 5th floor, the 3rd sound, an octave. It's the scale grenade attack. All the scales fly up at a 45-degree angle, so just lie down to avoid it. The 4th basement, every monster at any level can melt its main enemy with a single poison breath. They are all very strong, so I can't kill any of them. The 3rd basement. It still has 80% HP and hasn't even run half the maze yet. Hey, you'll get hit if you stand around there. Let's see, it must be soon, right? Looking towards the 2 stone pillars, Lee Ee-jin signaled for Drake to run quickly past them. This path goes through a few pillars. Isn't this a detour to the exit? Why go this way? Right at this moment, the basilisk also caught up. Alright, just in time. A pillar of lightning struck down from the sky right on the boss, and from it emerged a blue oni. Thanks to you, I can buy some more time. I choose you for some reason. The blue oni stood opposite the basilisk, even though they are both monsters. It seems they are about to attack each other. Go forward, blue oni. I didn't expect the blue oni to listen to Lee Ee-jin. It quickly advanced to fight with basilisk. From somewhere in space, something half red and half blue is forming. Gradually, they have merged together. The item has been merged. Drake is still wondering where the oni came from. Did you really summon that thing? Of course. Luckily, the blue Oni's reset time was just in time. That guy will continuously attack any creature that invades its territory. Even if it's a basilisk that's 10,000 times stronger than it, its strength is enough to be mistaken for being higher than C+ rank. Hopefully it can last a little longer. At this moment, the blue Oni was grabbed by both hands by Basilisk, making it unable to move. Gradually, Basilisk tightened its grip, causing the blue Oni to cry out in pain. Finally, a poison attack from its mouth finished off the blue Oni. After this blow, only its upper body was completely eaten away by the poison. Good, it bought another 10 seconds. Basilisk's HP is now 50%. It's dropped a lot. It's really worth a try. After running for a while, the two of them led the basilisk up to the first floor. It's still very much alive, I hate to say this, but maybe we can only go this far suddenly. Lee Ejin smiled strangely. He, what are you talking about? We're exhausted after running all the way up here. Can we give up now? The secret item that I have been patiently preparing all this time. It's finally time for it to shine. From his inventory, Lee Ejin took out a pair of shoes with two colors, blue and red. This is also the item that Lee Ejin had worked hard to make. B+ rank mixed leather shoes. It can use the special earthquake privilege. This item is created by combining red Oni shoes and blue Oni shoes. Lee Ejin confidently put it on his feet. The preparation for the large-scale maze raid was complete. Everything is according to plan. Taste the wide area damage of this demon-type monster. It's showtime. Lee Ejin uses Earthquake and stomps hard on the floor of the first floor. From where he stomped, it created an earthquake that completely covered the spot where Basilisk was standing. Then gradually the floor collapsed, and the boss also fell down because of it. Phew, what a terrifying power! The Decadent Lair is a very deep pit, and the space between the floors is also very large. If Basilisk falls from the first floor to the second floor, won't it lose a lot of blood? While falling, its decadent characteristic will reflect the damage it receives to the surrounding things on all sides. But the ground has been weakened by Basilisk's destructive power and its poison spreading around. And now it's affected by its fall, so each floor will be shattered. It will fall further and further, and each time it will lose a large amount of HP. Just like that, this floor will collapse to the very bottom, which is the 8th basement. Finally, Basilisk will return to where it started climbing. It will take a long time for that guy to climb back up. During that time, the point damage from Lee Ejin's chisel will finish it off. From now on, it's just a matter of time to be safe. Let's just throw stones down while we wait. Jormungandr, you're quite useful, right? Drake felt like he didn't have to do anything at all. I should have brought popcorn. Finally. After a long time, a notification appeared. You are the first player to complete the Basilisk quest. You have conquered the Decadent Lair for the first time. You have completed the hidden quest, Medusa's Motherly Love, Hunt the Child 1-1. Award reward, Decadent Heart, A rank armor type. Defense 500 can use Decadent Privilege, unique. Basilisk's heart is cut and dried all right. I have to go back down to the 8th floor to get it. The dropped item is good. I never thought I could get my hands on something so unexpected. I didn't do anything, so it's a shame to share the achievement of conquering this maze. Even though I got the title of Basilisk Hunter, Drake didn't get any items because of his low contribution. It's still good to not form a team without preparing in advance. Besides, since you don't know the layout of this maze, do you want to help me pick up items? No need to ask. If you want to do anything else, feel free. He's quite polite, right? By the way, before, when you filled in your name on the leaderboard, you said stagnant water, right? Yes, why Drake thought about something and then told Lee Ejin. Recently, many large guilds have issued a request to kill you. Hearing this, Lee Ejin's face wrinkled up, but it seems he's not afraid of being beaten, just afraid of trouble. A request to kill me? What do you mean I didn't do anything? I also received this reward request. The content is that we are looking for a player named Stagnant Water who behaves abnormally and disrespectfully. The list of crimes includes intentionally stealing monsters, robbing items, illegal PK pornography insults, and dozens of other crimes. The high-ranked people in the dark can handle this growing problem. The reward is. This is ridiculous. I don't agree with any of the crimes here. Perhaps except for the crime of pornography, because I'm still naked, it seems many people are heading this way. Or maybe I should keep quiet for a while. Lee Yi-jin's face was a little tense, but then he smiled meaningfully. Suddenly the young man laughed loudly as if he was on something. They want to catch me. So lovely. Imagine the faces of the new ghosts flocking towards me like chicks. Isn't it exciting? Before the chicks become fighting roosters. Then getting rid of them as soon as possible isn't bad. I don't know what Lee Yi-jin is going to do next, but it's very much worth looking forward to. Then in the B-rank harsh desert. Hey, I'm the one who caught it, hand it over, let me go or I'll cut you. What, you bastard, you have to apologize if you bump into someone. Why should I apologize? You're the one who bumped into me, you bastard. You want to fight. Let's go, you punk. Everyone, I guess you've forgotten why you came here, right? Don't waste your energy anymore. Countless people have gathered here, even setting up a stage with lights and everything. The one who just spoke to everyone is the red-haired girl. Today we have one purpose, and one purpose only, to kill stagnant water. Are you the leader of the DUD Guild, the boss's son? Don't lose precious HP just because of fighting. Who should we point our swords at? Stagnant water, stagnant water. Who is the bastard we must slaughter? The whole crowd shouted enthusiastically, stagnant water. Stagnant water. How did you find so many people? I know. We recruited a team from the secret fan club, but at most, it's only 100 people. There must be more than 500 people here, not just us. Many high-ranked Chinese people also came, China. Why? Recently, a big leader named Ying Si personally put a bounty on that guy's head. The head of stagnant water is worth up to 10 million gold. It seems the Chinese players don't like the Koreans taking the spotlight. There are three main forces here. Our DUD Guild, the Incheon Alliance, and the bounty hunters who want the reward from Yingxi. All these people are just here to catch stagnant water. It's a bit embarrassing because it's so overwhelming, but I'm 100% sure we'll take him down. Thanks to you, we found him as the guild leader. I thank you. Drac, we just happened to team up for a while, so I know a little about him. I understand what you're saying, so how do you know his position? Follow him. I also got information from the PK Alliance. Well, what do you want? Money? You're going to kill him and then take the bounty from us and the Chinese. Due to the mitigation process, I cannot take the bonus from the Chinese. I will transfer any contribution I get to your guild, so please pay me. Drac, he's not on the official leaderboard, so I don't know his rank, but he's already infamous in the game's underworld. Since he doesn't seem to oppose the DUD Guild, it should be fine, alright? As long as you assassinate him. Drac, see you later. Wait, if you could, just kill him and that's it. Very quickly the next day in the desert. A whole crowd of people were ready to hunt and kill one person. Show yourself, we'll skewer you, and have a barbecue. I spent a lot of money just to get the 4-circle magic axis of the lightning chain. I can't let you die before I personally stab you with a sword, right? From a distance, a light appeared on the desert. As soon as she saw this column of light, the red-haired girl used a scroll to strike it with lightning. The others also quickly shot all kinds of magic blasts at it. A loud explosion sounded with a bang. Okay. When the smoke cleared from where they had just shot, a huge pile of crap appeared. This scene made everyone stand uneasy. That is this a pile of dung? Then that pile of dung disappeared and revealed the corpse of a camel lying on the ground with blood splattered everywhere. What I thought, I just saw a big pile of dung, but why is there a camel there? Did we attack a camel? It's impossible, the information is wrong. Damn, I used an expensive scroll just to kill a camel. Then suddenly she felt something was wrong. What is this? An earthquake? From a distance, columns of sand rose up and quickly moved towards the group of people. Hey, all right, it's because you asked for it. This is a gift from me. Enjoy the terror of meeting an underground creature for the first time. From under the ground, a familiar monster body flew up. Isn't it daytime? Why is it suddenly so dark? From where the camel rushed up was a huge earthworm. These people must have never seen such a terrifying monster, so no one could remain calm. What the hell is this? Next is a massacre scene coming to the group of people. The earthworm just needs to swipe once, and the whole crowd will fly around in chaos. On the other side, have you received all the bounty? Then the allied guilds actually all want to backstab each other. They all put a bounty on the heads of the leaders of other guilds, of course. As expected from them, the assassination list. Bounty 200 million gold condition for receiving reward. Kill the bastard. 0.1 requester. 32. Bounty 50 million gold. Condition for receiving reward. Kill the leader of the Incheon Alliance, Jang Tai-sik. 001 bounty 50 million gold. Condition for receiving reward. Kill the leader of the Duty Guild Yura Hill. 001 bounty 50 million gold. Condition for receiving reward. Kill the vice leader of the Duty U Guild, Trang 01. You also revealed that I will appear here at 2 o'clock tomorrow, right? Yeah, they're quite cute when they're tricked. Well, you don't have contact with any specific group, so they probably think you have no reason to lie while I'm fighting those 3 guilds tomorrow. You can kill the assassination targets and take the bounty. But what are you going to do? There are hundreds of people gathered here tomorrow. There will be even more. Probably. Everyone is experienced, and they all came here to hunt you. Yingxi from Shu, China, only makes the situation worse. The word means and the other word means I won't say. So if someone asks for his name, he'll say, I won't say. You were Yingxi from the beginning, but wait, how are you going to deal with those people? Tomorrow you will know. Back to the battlefield, the sandworm is still trying hard to beat the small fries up and down. Where did it come from? When the crowd didn't know what to do, an earthquake started from the worm's location. Then from under the ground, a large hole collapsed, pulling down a few guys who just rushed down. A pile of dirt. The monster is creating an earthquake. What the hell is it doing? How can we stop the melee team from falling like jackfruit? Don't panic. The sandworm is a ground beetle monster, which means ice attacks will be 4 times as effective against it. Mage's long-range attackers with the ice attribute attack gather all guild members. It's an A+ rank monster. Then the whole crowd started to attack the monster. Each with 1 leg and 1 hand, they rushed to fight. Be brave, everyone. Take it down now. We have more reinforcements because the news of an A+ rank monster has spread. When the early attackers sacrifice themselves, another squad will take their place. We still have a lot of ammunition. Attacking it for a long time can be considered to have a significant effect. Just a little more, everyone. Yura Hill, Jang Tai-sik. It's gradually switching to defense if we continue to deal damage. It will surely die. And actually, after this mission is over, I have something to tell you. While Yang Tai-sik was muttering something, an arrow came out of nowhere and went straight through his head. An arrow. What the hell? Even if you couldn't assassinate stagnant water, why are you killing Jang Tai-sik now? I need to cooperate with someone even if they're just a burden. At this moment, the younger brother next to him was also hit by an arrow and fell down. As fast as lightning, the red-haired girl turned towards the direction the arrow was shot from. A faint figure appeared. Drake was ready to shoot another shot at her. Damn it, you were on stagnant water's side from the beginning. Without saying anything else, Drake directly shot her down. So even a newbie like me can defeat a sandworm. The merchants are doing a good job, right? No one realized I summoned CTM to hide because it has very high magic resistance. And the monster with resistance to physical attacks that can be hit by an archer is as easy as pie to defeat. In the midst of chaos, I used a chisel to stab the sandworm. They should have chased me because I'm the one with the bounty, but now it seems the new ghosts have stopped. After a while, the sandworm was very weak, and suddenly a lot of fresh blood spurted out of its mouth. Gradually collapsed. Is it effective? Is it dead? We did it. We killed an A+ rank monster. Is it an A+ rank? We won in the midst of joy and excitement. A voice from somewhere spoke to the crowd. No, and then from somewhere a great tremor shook the ground. What now? It's still alive. You haven't won yet. Lee Yi-jin on his war boot stood up and said to them, I am the winner. What nonsense is that kid saying? Are you trying to rob us? If I don't help complete the mission, how can I rob you? By the way, I can't believe I took down a sandworm. In the previous life, the first time the sandworm was defeated was 5 years after the game was released. Now it's only been 6 months. 10 times faster. Suddenly, from behind, a voice called out. Stagnant water turned around and saw the red-haired girl rushing with her sword. You've let your guard down, you bastard. Quickly she delivered a powerful blow to Lee Yi-jin, sending him flying backwards. Go die, stagnant water. Her sword stabbed directly into Lee Yi-jin's stomach. With those fleshy defense stats, you won't survive this blow. But when she looked back at where she had just stabbed, she was also startled. Is his skin black? At this moment, Lee E-jin was still standing, leisurely watching her lewdness. Hey, what are you doing staring at someone's body like that? So shameless. Right after that, she was hit back by her own attack and thrown far away. Just like that, she shot out with her whole body tattered and her face unwilling. How the hell did I take damage? It's impossible to reflect damage, right? On Lee E-jin's body is the armor he got from Basilisk, the Decadent Heart and A+ rank armor set. For a moment I was worried, but this relic is amazing. The item's Decadent privilege reflects more than 90% of the damage dealt to the attacker. Lee E-jin, are you alright? Didn't you just get hit by a critical blow? How are you still alive? It's nothing you could say. I'm overwhelmingly equipped. Because the sandworm attackers were killed, the point damage I dealt made me the only one who contributed to defeating it. Thanks to that, I have another great equipment, the Sandworm.A+ rank Cloak Defense. Play 500 can use Dirty Tricks privilege. Can use the Persistent privilege. The passive privilege of the Sandworm skin is called Persistent. It is activated when the wearer of the blood-soaked cloak takes damage and will always have 1 health left if they take more than 10,000 HP of damage. In other words, even if a meteorite sweeps across this entire planet, as long as you survive with 1 health remaining. With 3 items like this, I won't need recovery potions anymore on. I can't believe I managed to get 2 of the 3 best items I was aiming for. So excited, Yahoo! Look closely. Drake, cool as a toilet, right? Well, I just see a pervert in black leather and a cloak. Well, going with you is never boring, so I'll follow you. Speaking of which, the leader of the DUD guild, Yura Hill, is surprisingly skilled. She dodged all my arrows, escaped, and even tried to land a final blow. Stand still, you bastards, that's our sandworm. Before you dressed like a pervert, now you're stealing our prey. You can't just take the contribution points right in front of us. Huh, isn't it too late to say that now? You were hiding behind the sandworm just now, and now you're coming closer to complain. Drake, let's go. Just like that, the 2 of them disappeared from the sight of the other group. What the heck, where did those 2 go? They've disappeared. A stretch of sand ahead has no sign of the 2 of them. But on the sand there was something a bit unusual. Hey, you idiots! It turned out that the 2 of them had put on this sandworm skin and were still lying in the same place. Sandworm skin can use the Dirty Trick privilege to reduce the chance of being seen by players or monsters by 50%. For new ghosts who have only been playing the game for at most 6 months, this level of hiding is more than enough. Now we can go to a safe spot and log out. Then the 2 of them covered themselves with earthworms and slowly crawled away. How embarrassing. Basically, I'm naked, so my stomach is growling too loud. Then at a school, almost all of these students know and watch Stagnant Water's videos through Stagnant Water. That's great. How can he explain so well while fighting the boss continuously? Near the window is a young man who doesn't care about the world and looks outside. Hey, Mate Gang, seeing someone call his name, Mate Gang turned his head. Turning around, he saw a few gangster-looking guys looking at him. Mate Gang didn't bother with them and just replied indifferently. What? This one word made the blonde guy shiver, even though it wasn't cold. Nothing, it's just what I said last time. I don't know if you got it yet. If you mean the C+ rank Hunter's bandana and the C+ rank Courage armor, then I got it. Oh really, thank you, of course we will, no need to thank. Just prepare the money. Hey, why did you leave? Class time hasn't started yet. I thought we could play together. I can't keep making so little profit like this. Professional gaming corporations have already banned their players from participating in other commercial activities. Their regulations are monopolizing gamers. Now that I'm out of school, I have nowhere to go. Living in the dormitory is very uncomfortable because all my seniors do is make me catch the juniors and do all the housework. My house is empty because my parents work day and night to pay for my sister's hospital bills. I want to debut early and participate in tournaments. But because of the past and the school's interference, even that will be very difficult. I'm a rookie, so I haven't debuted yet, so I can't earn anything from sponsors or advertisements. I'm just looking for a way to make money. While walking on the street, a flyer fell right in front of Mate Gangham. What is this? At this moment at Lee E-jin's place. Today Lee E-jin came to this place to meet with his aunts and uncles in the house. How do you plan to divide your father's inheritance? Brother, you said I could get more, huh? What the hell is this? I have my own job too. Besides, you're the eldest brother. You have to give us more. Don't you think there are other people in this conversation besides us? Seeing the family members arguing chaotically, Lee Ee-jin sat on the side and couldn't say a word. For the first time in a long time, I visited my uncle's house. We will be holding the Jaza ceremony soon, so you must come back at least a week before. Hey Lee, Ee-jin, you kid, are you listening? If you're old enough, you need to go to college, find a job and live a worthy life. Are you still expecting us to pay your bills and take care of your affairs? Look at your cousins. They haven't replied to their parents since they started arriving early, and how are you studying? You only know how to play games. Do you realize how big the gap between you and them is? Oh my. I didn't expect him to say that he really is my guardian brother. I'm sure Lee Ee-jin is thinking very carefully about these things. Thinking my ass, let's get back to the current issue. We need to discuss this together. This matter concerns Grandpa's inheritance, and it's not surprising since we all know he's no longer here. So how much do I get? 20 with 2 zeros? Uncle remembers it that way. 200 million. Listen here, you brat, you think that much money is a joke. You're so delusional that you don't know what that means. So there are only 2,000 hopeless hopes. I wonder what these people would say if they knew I earned 400 million in just 3 months. By the way, the paperwork seems quite complicated. If so, let me help. I'll submit the documents to the district office and request a geographical survey sheet along with official land division documents. It won't take long. Hey, why are you meddling in adult affairs? I just want to help. But if you don't want me to interfere, that's fine. It seems the division has not yet been brought to the local court, so the process will take at least a week. If you go to the registration office later and get the registration number, you'll get a new division number right next to it. Only then can the inheritance registration process be transferred to you, but everyone will have to prepare the land transfer application and the official sealing order in advance. Arranging the seal and a suitable representative to supervise the process depends on you. On second thought, we really need your help. That's right, we'll entrust the inheritance division to you, Eljin. These are all things I learned in my previous life when you cursed at me, Uncle. Speaking of which, Eljin, what have you been up to lately? Don't you have to go to college? It's true that you're 21, so it's a bit late. But if you start studying now, you can still get into a low-level school. Kiddo, your brother can tutor you if you don't know what to study. You should go to college at all costs. Those two kids have been glued to their phones the whole time. You're always glued to the screen. Do you want to be like your brother Eljin? He's starting with the kids again. I already knew they would be under pressure from their parents in the future. All the older brothers are studying medicine or law. Do you think staying up all night studying is enough? You have to become a doctor or a lawyer like your brothers. This is for your own good. But after 15 years, the older brother, a doctor, caused a huge medical scandal and became an alcoholic after being fired from the hospital. The younger brother, a lawyer, failed in business and got divorced because of his characteristic arrogance. In the end, they used up all their severance pay and uncle's pension fund. Then they tried to get their hands on my assets, but I'm back in this life. It's not to let things happen again. What is it? Isn't everyone here? What the hell? What rude bastard is parking their car loudly in front of someone else's house? If you want to park, find another spot. Oh, a truck, damn it. Whose house are they going to? Excuse me, Uncle, actually they came because of me. Dear customer, your order has arrived from inside the truck. The door opened to reveal a brand new car. Is that a Morcha Crocodile L3-21? So cool. Well, this service is truly unprecedented. This delivery is a service that comes with your order, sir. So the basics of the inheritance division process have been discussed. So if there are any problems, just call me. I'm busy now, so I'm leaving just like that. Lee Ee-jin got into his new car and drove away under the astonished gazes of everyone. The uncle couldn't say anything to Lee Ee-jin anymore, so he turned to scold the children. There they are, glued to their phones again. How many times have I told you to study if you don't want to be like Eljin then? The two children turned their heads and replied with a sentence that made the uncle want to fall over, but we want to be cool like him. In their hands is Stagnant Water's video. On this side, Lee Ejin is still in his car going somewhere. Ouch, what a waste of time. I tried to give them a chance, but anyway, it finally happened today. The big event that everyone has been waiting for, the Toto Asia tournament, will finally begin in the men's division, the Atlantic Ocean, the Amazon rainforest. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. Which winner or loser will bring home the 1 million won prize? Has today's match already started? This is the first match that marks the opening day of the event. Our first player is a member of a private alliance with impressive skills and prior experience in defeating opponents in this tournament. Number 48, PK Joy. And on the other side, we have a newcomer to the event. Number 9, Matthios. Next up is the first match to mark the opening day of the event. Number 9, Matthios versus number 48, PK Joy. Oh, go PK Joy! Wait, who's the other guy? When he spoke, it seemed like he was Korean, right? At this moment, the battle had begun as soon as PK Joy rushed forward. He was punched in the mouth by Matthios. That insolent brat. He continued to rush forward and attack. Matthios just lightly punched the other guy in the side. And just like that, he was defeated. It's impossible. Contrary to all expectations, PK Joy, a fan favorite, has been defeated. Number 9, Matthios wins. The rookie Matthios wins. Where did that guy come from? Did anyone bet on him? The odds of him losing are 81. So predictable in these illegal tournaments where players hide their identities and use the default combat characteristics of fake avatars. It's also a common thing. A nameless nobody has to adapt to unfamiliar equipment, not my opponent. Victory is mine. Ouch, losing money hurts, but let's be optimistic. Since things have come to this, it's better for him to win the next match. Who's next? Out of a total of 50 contestants, 5 have survived, 12 have been eliminated, so there will be 7 left. To become one of the 3 prize winners, I have to win 3 more times. The atmosphere has heated up after the opening round. Next up, number 9, Matthios versus number 21, Go In Moon. Go In Moon, isn't that stagnant water? Don't tell me that guy is here too. From inside came a young man with a mask and a cloak. Is that really stagnant water? That's an imposter. That guy is less than 2 meters tall. Even if he eats well, it's impossible for him to grow that fast. Let's fight. The match begins. Stagnant water rushes forward with his chisel, and then suddenly he stops. You won't be able to hit me here. Matthios just smiled contemptuously, and then he immediately rushed forward, aiming his fist at the other guy. Immediately, he also quickly put his hand up to block this blow. Seeing that punching didn't work, Matthios kicked him straight in the thigh. This blow was not ordinary. It made the other guy retreat. In his hand was the spiky weapon of the Megon Hedgehog. C+, rank one-handed weapon attack. 250 poison 50 can use the soft in my eyes privilege. He's a brawler but likes to fight from a distance. Must be a thin-blooded guy. Too bad for you. I have plenty of blood. So you have to use a brawling avatar, not to mention his speed is much slower than a real person. You dare to pretend to be naked in front of me. You wanted this. Let's dance. On Matthios's hands are a pair of C+ rank training gloves. These gloves can use the osmosis privilege as fast as lightning. Matthios rushes forward. Damn, he's faster than before. A punch from Matthios rushed forward, and the gloves gradually caught fire, looking very cool. Wow, is that guy a professional gamer? That fire punch was amazing. Matthios continues to activate full power. The gloves began to transform, and the attack power was also much higher. This is the one-hit move I've been waiting for. Take this. This punch made the other guy retreat a long distance. What's this? Is stagnant water that weak? Eliminated in just 2 rounds. Fighting this guy, Matthios confirmed that this is not the stagnant water. He met the way he attacks, the way he dodges. Everything he does doesn't reach the real thing, the one who can defeat me one-on-one, something I once thought was impossible. The one who can conquer the maze alone and succeed where other professional gamers have failed. You don't have a fraction of his charisma. Show your true face. Then the other guy's mask fell off, revealing a completely unfamiliar face. How can it be the Lord of Westchu Koza? He is the professional gamer, ranked 3rd in China and 6th in Asia Koza. He smiled cryptically, damn it. And I tried to hide my style well in a situation like this. Giving up on victory is useless, right? You'll get the bounty, but at least the betters will curse you. Now come on, kid. Now he has completely discarded his previous items and brought out the items he is familiar with. This time, it won't be easy. Mathios continued to attack a direct punch to the other guy's body, but this blow only made him laugh. So embarrassing, I already said it would be different from before. Immediately he returned a blow that Mathios couldn't block and had to retreat a few steps. It was just a graze, but the destructive power was immense. Besides, how can that hammer be so fast? First I need to create some distance. Then Mathios jumped back a distance. Seeing this, the other guy laughed smugly. Are you afraid of me, you Korean? Why don't you dare to get closer? Holding the saber in his hand, he began to rush forward. This is the power of a great nation. He began to slash, and a saber chi flew straight towards Mathios. Is that a long-range attack? When the attack was about to hit him, Mathios quickly dodged to the side. As soon as he dodged this move, the other guy had already run behind Mathios from who knows when. His saber was held above his head, ready to strike down. At this moment Mathios realized and turned his head back, only to see a slash from his saber carrying terrifying power. The blade collided with Mathios's body, creating a terrifying explosion. When the smoke cleared, he was seen using both his hands to directly block a blow from the other guy, his expression no longer relaxed. Seeing this, the other guy became even more smug. It seems your HP is also about to run out. So what, you Koreans, are you going to keep going like this? Even if it's PK, you can still lose your life. As if he had reached his limit, Mathios had no other choice. He closed his eyes tightly, gritted his teeth and said, "Stop, I surrender." And so Go-In Moon won this match. Oh my god, she's defeated him. Did you see the expression on that Korean friend's face just now? A pro league player with a salary of hundreds of millions. Why would he appear here? That Korean guy really has no courage. Who is the next opponent, number 3? The first time I saw this name was an unknown name appearing in the tournament. Then, of course, I'll bet on number 21 in this tournament. No name can beat her. At this moment, Mathios also grumpily went inside. Damn it, just a waste of time. That girl is really good. Fighting with overwhelming physical attacks and speed, and also impersonating a veteran, he did a great job of countering attacks, so he's completely confident in imitating that attack style. If he and the veteran fought, who would win this time? I didn't even earn a single cent. Let's just think of it as a learning experience, while thinking someone called out to him, which also surprised Mathios. Hello, turning around, he saw a guy in a set of blood-red armor. Who is it? Does he know me? He walked past and said to Mathios, "There's something I'm curious about. Just now, if you had aimed for his stomach, you could have finished it. Why did you aim for his chin? Why did you stop at such a decisive moment?" Mathios stood aside, not knowing why he knew about that. How did this guy know about that? I don't know what you're talking about, and that has nothing to do with you. Then I'll tell you something this next match. Bet everything on me after saying that. He left, leaving Mathios with a familiar feeling. Could it be you? At this moment, the MC also announced the next match. This match is number 21, Go-In Moon versus number 3, Ma Dong-Wang. Those Koreans really have no spirit, right? If you're confident, come here. That number 3 guy is now on the stage. As soon as he got on, he took an attacking stance. In his hand was some kind of very fancy weapon. As soon as that weapon touched the stage, a powerful shockwave spread everywhere. What? The whole stage is shaking. It's impossible to stand firm. Quickly, number 3 rushed to get close to number 21. I'm here. At this moment, one of his hands had grabbed the head of number 21. Anantasanjin Jesus Blacks. Going back to the time when Lee E-jin had just left his family's place. The views on my videos are always very high. Sometimes a newly uploaded video can get up to 1 million views. Besides, there are also a considerable amount of advertising and sponsorship money that I earn, but the amount of money I have on hand now is still too little to do what I want to do. To achieve success is really difficult. Besides raiding dungeons, is there no better way? While running on the road, a flyer suddenly flew right into Lee E-jin's face. Taking it out to sea, it turned out to be a flyer for the recent Toto fighting tournament. Before the season started, I already knew the opponent's information, so I could know how to win. In general, I'm sure to win this match. Now, we also know that the red armored guy just now was Lee E-jin and no one else. I've participated in this tournament so many times that I'm too familiar with the teams and can predict which team will win or lose. Isn't that Ma Tae-chang over there? Even Ma Tae-chang is participating in this tournament. This is a surprise. And I have to admit he's too mysterious with his current level, and body perhaps only King Seo Cho Cheo Se is his opponent. I can't believe he's participating in this tournament, but the one who asked for it is the top in Asia. But even so, I still want Mathios to win this match. I've already spent all my money on this tournament. Alright, now Mathios advance. I've decided to put all my faith in Mathios 10 minutes later. Hey, why are you so careless? Even stagnant water can't beat that brat. Why did you punch in that direction? In the end, the match ended and my 3 billion gold is still intact. Because of Mathios's carelessness, I have to admit I'm lucky the money even doubled. And now, the one I'm fighting in the next match is Koza. Now the match between Lee E-jin and Koza is getting intense, a scene where that Koza guy is getting beaten up. Although he tried to defend himself with his sword, the situation did not improve at all. Simply because the equipment difference was too great. On Lee E-jin's hand is the Infinity Gauntlet of Golem Earthquake. C-rank attack power, 300 plus 50. Rock attribute attack power. When used, it will be accompanied by a special earthquake skill. The attack power of this gauntlet is very great. But after attacking with a special skill, it will be disabled and wait for recovery for 30 seconds. So you have to unleash the strongest possible attack to get close and push him away, in other words, to defeat this guy. Then it's best to get close to him and attack continuously. And attack quickly. That brief moment will decide the victory or defeat of this match. Just like that Koza got punched continuously and couldn't fight back. Ugh, I can't get close to him. Hurry up and retreat to create some distance with him. Oh, it's impossible. I can't lose to you saying that. Lee E-jin used the Queen Ant Claw on his hand. It has a special skill that creates a tornado. Come here, where are you running? He punched the floor, causing the floor to shake violently. Why is the ground shaking so terribly like this? How can you just like that she fell to the ground? He felt around and saw that the stage was covered in sand. Has the surface here turned to sand? Not stopping there, Lee E-jin activates his special tornado skill. A huge tornado headed straight for her. Speaking of Ma Dong-wang, while training for this tournament, I suddenly remembered him. He used to be considered a prodigy because of his fearless and proud playing style. He and Ma Tae-chang are the top players in the Korean rankings, but unlike Ma Tae-chang, Ma Dong-wang is not like that. The time when he was most prominent was only for 1 year, and he has been missing for a while because of the rumor of the win-loss puzzle piece. And it's also because of Ma Dong-wang that the Pro League was almost eliminated. I guess in about 1.5 years he will participate in the Pro League tournament again. Luckily there's a tech tree to help so I can know you. What skills and items will we use to prepare for the Pro League tournament, which has caused heavy losses to many professionals and also hurt quite a few fans? Now the match between Lee E-jin under the title Demon Winter King and Koza under the title Go In Moon has come to a conclusion. What is this? Is this just an earthquake? It seems to be pulling me towards him. Even though I use the sword, I still can't fight back. I can't believe this guy has such high skills. Just like that, Lee E-jin closed in on Koza, who at this point didn't know how to fight back. With the sword in his hand, he swung wildly towards Lee E-jin. Damn it! Why do you keep running away from me? Come a little closer to make fighting easier. Then Lee E-jin gave Koza a loving punch to the face, so hard that his face was now deformed. This one punch completely left Koza with no chance of winning. Impossible. What do you mean, impossible? I couldn't hear you clearly. Perhaps your body is quite sturdy and your health is quite good, so you've been able to withstand my attacks for a while. Finally, Lee E-jin finished it with another punch, sending Koza's body flying while his armor and clothes shattered completely. What is this? He was beaten to a pulp. Oh my god, he's really strong. Such terrifying power. We finally know who the winner of this match is. Watching from below, even Matakang had to admit that the Demon Winter King on the stage was truly strong, but this wasn't his full power at all. He is much stronger than that. Afterwards, at a coffee shop somewhere in Gangnam, inside a girl is waiting for someone. Did I arrive too early? Do I look too awkward? This girl is the youngest PD of the show from Starting Clear, from the LGB Hongyi Anghwa station. Just imagining it feels magical. I can't believe he actually replied to me. Lee E-jin, what kind of person are you? Not long before this meeting, everything started when she received a reply to a message she never thought would be answered. While casting for From Starting Clear, she found someone Lee E-jin. He was the one who swept the viewership charts on many video sharing platforms. His amazing control helped him become famous worldwide. His channel has been invited by countless famous brands to promote them. He's already as famous as the top stars. Someone like that noticed my message. Whether I can successfully invite him or not, it doesn't matter because I've already gotten to meet him. But I thought he would ignore me. A low-rating cable TV show produced by a small TV station like From Starting Clear was noticed by someone as famous as him. Thanks to him, it's been a long time since everyone was this happy. To prepare for this meeting, the staff of From Starting Clear were so busy that it surprised Hongyi-angwa. I'm so nervous I don't know if I can say anything. I can't misspeak, I can't pronounce things too strongly. Not long after, a young man wearing a hat, glasses and a mask that covered his face walked in through the door. Is that Lee E-jin? Seeing this, the girl raised her hand to signal to Lee E-jin. What is she saying while sipping on her straw? Nice to meet you, I'm BJ Lee E-jin. Why do you keep staring at me like that? Ah, sorry, it's just that your clothes look a bit strange. I thought you'd come here bare-chested. Well, this is reality, miss. But why did I arrive a full 2 hours early? I must have mixed up the time, but I'm sure I wrote it in the email. It's been a while, the talented girl from LGB Hongyi-angwa station. The shortened name of From Starting Clear is Start Clear. This program helped the LGB station rise to the #1 position among gaming TV stations in Korea. Although it still hasn't attracted many viewers ever since watching a great show about virtual reality games. I have grown to love this company very much. Right now, I have a script for an upcoming show, but with the current equipment I have, broadcasting a high-resolution program is quite difficult, so I'm looking for support from experts. I want this project to be known by more people thanks to LGB station's large audience. Our department head is a fan of yours. He really wants to meet you. Oh, please don't say that I'm embarrassed. If it were true, your department head would already be here. It's true, when he saw the message, he was so shocked he fainted and still hasn't been discharged from the hospital. But what script do you have? You're asking early, aren't you? I hope it won't disappoint you. How could I be disappointed by something you made? No matter what you do, you're very appealing to viewers. I bet even if I lay down and pick my nose during filming, she'd say it was great. I was so worried about what to do to make them believe me, but I was worrying for nothing. I want to raid the hero's tomb. I plan to hold a competition to see who can climb that 108-story building the fastest and highest. This script will attract many rankers from around the world to compete for ranking positions. Right now, the #1 player on the solo ranking charts in France, the US and Korea has only reached the 45th floor. It's only been open for 6 months, but the competition has already set many new records. But maybe in 4 months, no one will be able to break the record again. Every time she talks about games, she still talks as much as before. This script is absolutely brilliant. If it's you, you might even break the record of climbing 46 floors. No matter what anyone says, you're still the #1 on the unofficial ranking chart in Korea. If the feedback is good, it'll help LGB and From Starting Clear become a little more famous. I'm already getting a big head, right? Of course, our goals are not the same. Lee E-jin, you can definitely do it. Go for it, go for it. A week later, Lee E-jin was at the 108-story Heroes Tower. Is all of this being broadcast live right now? Following Lee E-jin is a camera flame controlled by Hongyi-angwa. The nickname is Demon's Flame. No, it's not a live broadcast. I'll only keep the high-resolution footage. I still have to add subtitles and edit it. In short, there's a lot to do. The Hero's Tomb Raid is an event based on the concept of the 108 earthly desires. In the 108 floors of the tower, a boss will appear on each floor, and the player must fight it to reach the highest floor. The higher you go, the higher the monster's level will be. Accordingly, from floor 1 to 15 are rank C monsters, 16 to 30 are rank C+, and 31 to 45 are rank B. 46 to 60 are B+, 61 to 75 are A, 76 to 90 are A+, and 91 to 107 are S. The 108th floor is considered S+. In the future 15 years from now, I still couldn't defeat all the bosses. The last time I appeared on the newsfeed was when I cleared the 106th floor. The competition has been going on for 10 months now, and the current highest solo record is the 45th floor. Breaking the record along the way would be fun, but I don't really care about these ranking games. My real purpose is to find clues to locate the final piece of the Divine Trinity in this place. Well, the more we delay, the more boring it gets, so let's just go in. Everyone, please wait and see how many floors I can climb. So cool, let's do it without a second thought. Let's set a new world record. And so Lee E-jin and that temple flame entered the tower. As soon as he entered, Lee E-jin was seen being beaten breathless by some monster. It shot some kind of liquid at Lee E-jin, and all he could do was block. He couldn't dodge it at all. Snap out of it, I'll die if this continues. Damn it, I can't lose here. Many rankers have surpassed me. I will have to face them all in this life. With that thought, Lee E-jin grabbed his chisel and jumped up. Here, let's settle this. Seeing Lee E-jin fight this monster Hong Yi-angwa didn't feel very hopeful. Hey, what the hell are you doing? It's that guy. Lee E-jin finally defeated the first floor boss, Slime Queen rank C. Phew, a small slip-up, and I would have been done for. That was dangerous. Was that just the Slime Queen? It took me 2 hours to fight the Slime Queen. What the heck? The Slime Queen is the monster with the widest attack range that I couldn't predict in the game. There's no way to avoid its deadly pudding war attack. In a real fight, if you're in its living zone, you just have to take its hits. Oh, I see. You struggled. After all that, it turns out that was just the boss of the first floor. It took 2 hours to beat it. This doesn't look very promising. Continuing on, Lee E-jin and the Hong Yi-angwa temple flame rushed forward. Now that I've defeated this relatively tough monster, it should be easier starting from the next floor. Should I press forward with this fiery spirit? Just like that, after a long time, Lee E-jin swept through the next few floors. Finally, the notification board appeared. You have reached the 46th floor of the hero's tomb. On this 46th floor is a very disgusting-looking monster. It has 4 arms and 4 rather bizarre legs. Beside him, Hong Yi-angwa was also endlessly joyful. Ah, this is awesome, so awesome. In the time it took to get to the 46th floor, I wasn't harmed at all. The boss on this 46th floor is Kaideo Maru. Rank B+ traits. Giant Demon Sneak Attack Earthquake Fusion. Seeing the monster Lee E-jin felt a bit nostalgic. Long time no see Kaideo Maru. The battle began. Lee E-jin raised his finger and bit it, drawing blood. Immediately he flicked his hand, sending his blood flying towards the monster. This is called the privilege of the deadly viper hunter. It must infuse the flowing blood with deadly poison. When the monster stepped on this pool of blood, it cried out in pain. Hurts, doesn't it? This is the poison of a viper, a monster 2 ranks higher than you. Even so, this is just a small trick. The monster angrily stomped its foot on the ground, creating a massive tremor. When it created this tremor, the monster suddenly disappeared. As expected, it's an all-or-nothing attack, but the attack method is too simple, so it can't be my opponent. One of Kaideo Maru's traits is Sneak Attack, and it has a habit unfitting for its body size of hanging upside down in the dark like a bat. Because of this, many players don't even know it's approaching and attack first. But you can't hide your characteristic breath from me. From the darkness, it lunged out to attack Lee E-jin. Then from its mouth, it breathed a wave of fire that engulfed the room. At this moment, Lee E-jin raised his hand and summoned Jiao Longmon-ganda. Just like that, the monster's fire attack was blocked by Jiao Longmon-ganda. Immediately, Lee E-jin grabbed his chisel, quickly leaped up and slashed at the monster's body. Then he jumped up and stabbed straight into the monster's neck. Your surprise attack failed from the start, so you have no chance of winning. I will let you die in silence. And so the monster was defeated. You are the first person on the server to clear the 45th floor of Affliction. You have defeated the boss, Kaideo Maru. Phew, that took more time than I thought. Beside him, Hong Yi-angwa was stunned into silence. What's wrong? So amazing. Truly amazing. You are the first person in the world to clear the 46th floor of the hero's tomb. You've broken the record for the hardest floor, the 45th floor. Oh my god. The number ones from France, the US, and Korea couldn't do it. Only you, Lee E-jin, could. I've witnessed this historic moment with my own eyes. Out of 108 floors, I've only reached the 46th, but this is still a new record.